Hey, everybody, I'm going to load you some music. I thought I had it already loaded, but guess not. What the hell is going on? I hate when it reduces my screen. Don't know why it does that. But I hope everybody's doing good on this Whack-A-Mole Tuesday. We're going to whack a couple moles. And I may have to change the thumbnail and add a bigger whack-a-mole board because it appears we got another whack-a-mole to add to Whack-A-Mole Tuesday. So we'll see. If we get to it, we will be adding a new whack-a-mole to the whack-a-mole board. Enjoy the intro, Pete's. Be right back.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence. Time is a season. Time ain't no reason. Got no time to show. Time everlasting. Time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side. Time will never know. Burn out day. Burn out the night. No one to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and nights that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
Alrighty, now I could say hi. Let's go back to comments. Oh, let me put my banner up. You know how they are. Hey, GMA. Hey, Rowdy. Hey, Brittany. I seen you in here. I know you're going to be in and out, Cash. Hey, Clemson girl. Hey, Lurker. Oh, why do I keep? Oh, my chat keeps freezing up still. Come on, YouTube. Get it together. Get it together. So we're gonna do a whack-a-mole Tuesday. I figured everybody does the dang taco Tuesday. Um, so we'll do the whack-a-mole. But prior to coming live, a couple minutes before coming live, I realized I need to add another mole because we need to be whacking that a mole too today. Um, the delusions are running deep in these streets. They really, really are. I mean, we got Turtle Boy, who's trying to, I guess, it's going to be getting jail, and is even has stated he's going to go back to doing the crap that he's always done. Then we got Betty being a crime tourist, spread misinformation about this missing child. I'd seen her thumbnail. I seen what she posted. She can take it down, change the thumbnail if she wants. She knows it's YouTube. Somebody got it. I mean, within probably a second. I mean, YouTube's fast. All right. Um, I get wanting to be in these cases because that's her thing. I get that. But there comes a point when the best thing you can do is stay away and shut the hell up. Stop spreading misinformation, disinformation, whatever you want to call it. So Betty is the star whack-a-mole today. Then we have a two top travesty who not only did I prove she was lying about not knowing about the mod call, but that she was in the mod call. She was very well it existed. Did she get it? No. Instead of a post, she did a whole damn video. She tried to spin that every which way up, north, south, east, west, every way you can go. You can't. That's clearly her. She speaks plenty. Steve and the others address her by name, and she speaks plenty, and her picture's there. But that's, yeah. So she's twisted that all up, and now it's Katie Joy made that call. It's a fake call. It was all set up, of course. She was set up. She was framed. But yeah, I wasn't even gonna do that. But someone sent me a timestamp, and I checked it out. Oh hell to the no! She needs to be a whack-a-mole. She needs whack. Seriously. Oh, Betty. Betty, 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 Betty. I I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm gonna play a little bit of this. Um, I believe it's on her crime stories channel. I see that she went live on her main channel. If the things she's saying is true about her main channel, that might not have been the brightest thing to do there, old Bets. But okay. I think this is the live I want to review a little bit of. I mean, take your pick. She's done so damn many. Um, but I was in Savage's earlier. Savage covered this as well. Part of it. And I was looking at some comments, and there was a comment that was made um, that I think is kind of true. Um, Betty isn't the only one tragedy pimping off this story, and that's the truth. You've been drowning moles again. Yeah, I sure have. we got a big extra large mallet for today because the last one we're going to cover that is an add on needs the biggest mallet. Let me see. Hey, Grandma Sherry. So mm, the misinformation. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I when do you come to a point where you realize that hey, maybe I'm just not helping these cases like I think? When is it enough? You put up a thumbnail and you said the coroner was requested, which wasn't true, and you knew it wasn't true. But instead of you owning it, no, you changed your thumbnail. That's it. Betty, come on. Some are saying that you truly want to be there if they do find her to get pictures. I sure hope that's not the case. Because, Betty, it's not what you think. It's not the experience you think. It really isn't. I don't know. You're different. You're a different whole kind of creature. But this is Betty's live from, let me see, let me get the date. So I have the date. One day ago, which would have been yesterday. Oh, Sunday. You know, I've told you guys for months, my son dropped my phone and it was held together by the case, but the thing was still working, okay? Well, Sunday, my hubby went to grab my phone, didn't have it, dropped it, came apart completely, it was over. So I had to go over to the store yesterday and get the cheapest little freaking, just a cheap phone till I can get a new decent phone. Oh, so I get the phone. I bring it home. I open it up. I use the little key thing to, to open up the little slide out to put in the SIM card. And the damn slide out breaks. Yeah. So I have to run it the whole way back over on the other side of town to the store, swap it out because he was swap it out for another one. Oh dear Lord. Then I came home to activate it. Tried to do it through the automated system, do it real quick, don't have to talk to nobody. Nope, that wouldn't happen. It wouldn't take the numbers. So then I had to talk to somebody. So after 20 minutes in the call, he says, ma'am, I'll just walk you through it on the app and that way there's no service fee and it'll be done in seconds. I'm like, dude, why the hell didn't you tell me that from the get go instead of sitting here talking to me for 20 minutes? Yeah, so anyway, but I have to say, for a cheapy phone, these cameras, it's got three. These cameras are nice. I have to be honest. It takes good video and really good pictures. I was surprised. Sounds not half bad either. But a burner phone? Yeah, is that what they call them? I mean, the thing was on clearance for like $39. you know, it's because I can't be without a phone with the kids. I didn't even care if I could access the internet as long as I had a phone number in case I had to have something. But I'm gonna get a decent phone. Um, at the end of March, I'm gonna up. I can switch out and get a good deal on a phone upgrading. But I was supposed to get a new mic, but no. My husband had to finish off my phone. But then once I got it activated, then I'll just won't keep the service on it because my kids aren't old enough for a phone, nowhere near it. But I'll let them have it to play games, even though they have plenty of devices to play games on. I'll just keep it for a backup phone. Maybe that's a better idea. I used to have one. Had I still had one, I wouldn't have to go buy this. But I'm glad I did because the camera is actually nice on this. I was truly surprised. But yeah, this is Betty's live from one day ago, and she's in Texas. I understand she was on her way to the border because she wants to be JLR at the border. You know, he's been there, done that. He's not the only one. Betty's always late to the party. Everything she gets involved in, she's always way late to the party. I mean, she'll get involved in, it'll be all over the place that someone's missing. 6 months later, Betty's involved. Yeah. This, because Olivia's there and because she was right there when it happened, when it all started breaking. But yeah, so that's why this one's being, because if you check her pattern as, you know, they're missing for months before she gets involved. And the border patrol stuff, the border stuff's been going on for how long now? And how many people have covered it? And now because she's seen all the attention JLR's got, she wants some of that. So now that's where she was going, but got sidetracked so she could pass out misinformation about this little angel that, as far as I know, is still missing. It's sad. Hey, Fireflies, it's really sad. Um, it's okay to talk about the case, the stories, by all means, but do it with respect, honesty, keep it factual. Just saying. Don't attack the families when you don't know anything, because there's not a lot known right now. You don't know. We just don't know. Um, as of the time she did this video, which was a day ago, there may be more information out every day. I'm sure more and more is coming out. But as of this video, but she's got some things to say. Let's listen to her. And this is her live from the search scene for missing 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham. She's live from the scene because she's a wannabe reporter.
Sorry, guys. Let me see if it just you now. Okay.
Because her video's not that great.
All right, guys.
All right, now it's better.
We are here from the Trinity Bridge. Yes, fine. We've had nothing but technical issues out here. Every time I went to set this up, it's just been one night. Oh, thank you. God bless you. I appreciate that.
This is her feed. There's nothing I can do about it. Sorry, guys. I tried. There's nothing I can do about it. She brags about this great hotspot she carries around everywhere, but apparently she couldn't get a good signal. I don't know.
I'm running right now on 2 different stations. Let me get you guys flipped around here so you can see where we are.
Well, maybe that's why you're running on 2 different stations. So you mean you're running? What are you doing? Turn one off. Maybe you're overloading the area. It could be because of where you're at. The signal strength may be weaker. So tone it down. Shit. I mean, I'm a grandma and I know that. I know a little bit. Not much. A little bit.
It's nice to see everybody. Hello. Get this switched around.
Right, I'm going to fast forward.
So where we are at right now is at the dam. This is on the other side of the Trinity.
Guys, remember when I did that upload on her and Olivia in Idaho when they were all excited because there was a little lake and we had a good time with it? Well, I'll be darned. Betty's found a dam. It's a party. Betty.
The Trinity Bridge is blocked off.
This is crime tourism at its finest. 2 of the biggest crime tourists you'll find. Hashtag crime tourist. Oh, and Tata, Tube Top Travesty, I haven't forgot you. 60 proud, bitch.
And that is the best way I can get you. I know it's a little blurry for everybody out there, but we have no internet out here. So I'm running off a hot box on 3G. You guys are getting 3G, okay? It's the best you guys are going to get. I love each and every one of you.
Okay, can you quit complaining about your signal and your equipment, because if you're not complaining about the weather, you're complaining about your equipment or your signal, or can you just get on with it, okay? For once. Seriously. It's called working in the field. That stuff happens. You don't sit and harp on it for 20 freaking minutes. Move on, please.
Audrey Cunningham is an 11-year-old girl that went missing on February 15th at 7 a.m. It is believed that her father's roommate, Don Stephen McDougal, goes by Stephen McDougal, is responsible for this. Guys, there is some major information that we have learned about this case, okay? This is breaking information that you are probably...
Betty, it's not breaking information. The stuff you're reporting, you got off of news stations who broke the information, Betty. Anything else? I wouldn't listen to it. I wouldn't take it as factual. I wouldn't take it as possibility. Nope. If it didn't come from law enforcement's press conferences or mainstream media, because that's where you're getting all your info, Betty. It's not breaking news. You're not the first one to break it. Understand that? Do you know, you are the big roving reporter. You should know that.
You may have heard about it, but it has been corroborated. Stephen McDougal tried to sell a set of barbell weights.
Okay. This dude, they have this suspect, person of interest, whatever you choose to call him. He's not been arrested for anything to do with this case. His arrest was for something else. However, that may change real quick. I don't know. According to law enforcement, they have stalked this man's whole life, even before he was arrested. Which, again, his arrest had nothing to do with this case. But her and Olive Oil had already dismantled this man's life. They even tracked down a Facebook post that was selling weights. And because you'll hear, this is crazy. This is her breaking news. They found a Facebook post where he's selling weights. They claim it's him. I don't know 100% if it's him or not. All I know is her and Olive Oil had dismantled this man's life even before the arrest. And again, the arrest at that time, because this video is over a day old, the arrest at that time was for something else, not pertaining to this case. But listen to her.
The day that Audrey went missing, I had an opportunity to review that image, and a 25-pound barbell weight is missing. It's nice to see everybody. Good afternoon. Good morning.
Okay. Oh my God. Is she freaking for real? She reviewed that footage, people, and she has determined the weight is missing. It could be. But do you not think that his residence has been searched by law enforcement or will be? You don't think they will? If they don't, I'm sure they know about it. If it's such a big issue. But Betty, how do you know that weight just wasn't in the picture? How do you know he wasn't using it for, I don't know, prop a door open? Who knows? But you see where she's going with this. Hi, Limey. Yeah, I know she did, Pete. I said that. I'm talking about they'd already dismantled his life beforehand. Before he was arrested. And again, the arrest had nothing to do with this. I'm not saying it's not coming. Lord, I hope they get him to talk and tell the truth. I hope. I don't know. I just pray for this little girl, and I pray she's found, and I pray for her family. And the last thing they need is a bunch of misinformation being put out here. They don't need wannabe roving reporters. Yes, by all means, talk about the case. Get it out there. Slam it out there as much as possible. But there's a way to do it and a way not to do it. Hey, nonsense. I've been messaging you. Have you not been getting them? I don't know. My phone died, dead, had to be buried Sunday. Total pieces, gone, history. So I finally got one yesterday, but I did send a couple messages before, I think the night before my phone died. Um, but I don't know if they went through because of the phone. And I messaged you from the new one. I'm going to play a little bit of the Tube Top Travesty because the timestamp I was sent, I played it. I got to. It is this woman, Lord, seek help. Not even seek, get ASAP. Now, run. Don't walk, run. Okay, back to Betty. Anyway, I said there's a way to do this. And there's not, I'm not a true crime channel, never claimed to be. I talk about things if I want to, but I'm not a true crime channel. I don't have the time and to put into to make a good true crime channel. And maybe once the kids get older, but not right now. If hubby worked a different shift, yeah, then I could. And he's thinking about, but no, I'm kidding. There's just a way to do it and a way not to do it. And putting out a bunch of theories or your so-called opinions that you state as factual because you're stating it's factual. But as you said before, Betty, where you get the information, it may not be factual. But because she states it, what she was told, that makes it factual. Make sense to you? She can get told a lie, but it doesn't matter because as long as Betty states it, then it's factual. I was like looking at her like, yeah, what's in that coffee cup?
What time it is? It is now officially afternoon, I think, for at least some parts of
that
the
wind
United
is
States.
Terrible.
It's nice to see everybody here. We are covering the case of Audrey Cunningham, 11-year-old missing girl, and we are out here at location. There were some. Why are we back out here? A few reasons. Because when we're boots on the ground, guess what? We don't get shit wrong. As soon as PG,
whoa, wait a minute,
okay?
wait a minute. Whoa. Back that up. What did you just say? Did you say because you're boots on the ground, you don't get things wrong? Betty, you put out a thumbnail and title to clickbait this child. You knew damn well you didn't have no call or hear no call of the coroner being requested. Yet you put it out, and the only reason you changed it up even a smidgen is because so many people called you out. So many, even the locals, they don't want you there either, Betty. But anyway, you still didn't correct the misinformation you put out. You try to spin it like, well, it's what I was told. Shut the front door. You weren't told shit. You and her are making this stuff up as you go along, just like you and Olive Oil did in Idaho. With that big search that you actually never searched the damn thing. I know because I reviewed it. Had a ton of fun laughing at you. Still think you should have gotten a dumpster for me. But okay. Let's get back to this one.
Hey, it's the best you guys are going to get. I love each and every one of you. That's why we are doing this. Audrey Cunningham is an 11-year-old girl that went missing on February 15th at 7 a.m. It is believed that her father's roommate, Don Stephen McDougal, goes by Stephen McDougal, is responsible for this. Guys, there is some major information that we have. These are real people's lives. These are real cases. And this is real information.
Back it up a little bit.
Dealing with this from animals on YouTube And 2 reasons. Because when we're boots on the ground, guess what? We don't get shit wrong. As soon as we leave and people start popping off with that stupid misinformation just to screw with everybody.
You did.
Guess what?
What?
I come back out here so everybody gets the right information out here and not screwed with by these animals, these assholes.
Wait a minute. You went back out there so you could put out the right information because everyone else is passing out misinformation. But you made a thumbnail, you clickbaited a title, you still haven't backtracked on your words, but it's everybody else but you and olive oil, correct? Gotcha. Wow. But this is breaking news. They found a Facebook post of him, allegedly him, selling weights. And one of the weights was missing, according to the bullhorn and olive oil. Don't know yet. That's the big breaking news. Hence the bomb in my title, where there should have been another whack-a-mole, which there's going to be because that tube top travesty is going right there. The big breaking news. They dismantled this man's life before he was even arrested for something that has nothing to do with this case. They'd already dismantled his life, her and olive oil. Fine, whatever. But the biggest thing they could find is that he made a Facebook post to sell a set of weights. And by Betty's inspection of that video, there is a weight missing. A barbell, a 25-pound barbell. That's the breaking news. But we'll get back into it. What about the clickbait title about the corner? She's denying that. Because she said, and this is what she always says, it was factual coming from her because she repeated it. But it doesn't mean where she got the info from was factual. But according to Betty, it was, she's never retracted her words. She just changed the thumbnail because so many, including locals and law enforcement, were not happy with her. And even if they would have, and somehow her and olive oil got a hold of that before anybody should have, which I don't know how they would have, but anyway, they should, yeah, it doesn't make it okay. They aren't the media. They are not investigators. And all they're going to do is muck up this case. Stay the hell out of it. Stay back. Let them do their work. You want to watch, knock yourselves out. Just don't spread misinformation. This is a baby. This is a little angel. Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her family. Oh, this makes me want to cry.
Assholes on these social media platforms. We say no to online bullying. We say no to interjecting into criminal investigations. Bullshit. Okay? Shame on everybody out there that was doing and spreading false misinformation about this case, intentionally thwarting the people trying to get the information out there to the public. Shame on you.
Oh.
I'm sick and tired of dealing with this from animals on YouTube and other social media platforms such as TikTok that intentionally do this shit for clicks and views.
I can't.
Okay? If you
Oh my God, I can't. Oh, Betty. Okay, what did you drink this morning or yesterday morning before you did this live? Because this was yesterday. Okay, Betty, you're the TikToker. You're one of the YouTubers. You're one of the people on social media putting out the misinformation bets. Whoa, dude. Change coffee. Seriously. Change your coffee. You call it the coffee club. Yeah. Better be checking that coffee pot. You have given misinformation, Betty. And again, making allegations about the family you know nothing about. Yeah. Um, didn't you tell everybody the coroner was coming? Yeah. It just never showed up. Sometimes it does take a couple hours to waiting on the coroner. I've had to, unfortunately, because they're tied up. But they do eventually come, Betty. You know.
Want to start talking about it, you want to speculate, tell the people you are speculating. Acting like it's true information because you thought it in your brain doesn't make it so. People don't.
Oh my goodness. She said a mouthful. Betty, is this self reflection Sunday? Is it? You just doing it a different day? Because, the holiday messed you up or something? Betty, how many cases have you put out misinformation in? How many cases have you interfered in? Have you mucked up with your misinformation, disinformation, whichever you want to call it? Lies? Probably easier. I can name a few. You got the Cash Garden case. Got the Gabby Petito case. Layla Centinello, who's still missing. Monkey Vaughn. Summer Wells. Now this case. Oh, the Idaho 4. We know your histrionics there. So, Betty, you're talking about yourself because you are one of those people. You are at the top of the list. Why can't you just show the family and this little girl some respect? Show law enforcement some respect. Shut up. You know? Shut up. Let them do their job. You can do your coverage, Betty, with factual information. But that doesn't get you to clicks and views. So let's get back to your breaking news of this Facebook post.
Always like Bullhorn Betty because I tell it like it is, and I'm telling everybody like it is.
You cannot pull my
Stop
cords
with the
down.
BS.
No.
These are real
Come on,
people's lives.
kitty.
These are real cases, and this is real information
Good kitty.
that we are trying to get out to the public related to a missing 11-year-old child. And I understand that for some people out there, some monsters out there, they don't really care about justice for this little girl. Well, I hate to tell you, and I hate to burst your bubble.
My goodness.
The people watching this right now do care about that little girl.
Oh.
Chronicles of Olivia sitting down there trying to make sure all this stuff gets out to you with great information. Loves that little girl, and I can tell you.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. No. Yep. Number one, shut up. Y'all don't love her. You don't know her. Stop it. Stop throwing that word around. Like, it carries no weight with you people. Because if either one of you truly just cared about this child and not your clicks and views, you'd have never put that thumbnail up. Olivia would have never done the shit she's done in cases. Do we need to go there with the, just coincidental evidence situation? I'm still getting the video clip of the little plastic toy knife in the Summer Wells case, by the way. I haven't forgotten. I'm working on it. Don't worry. I'll refresh your memories. But y'all have a habit of this. But yeah, she's right there with you making these videos. Doesn't she do the editing when you guys are on trips together? So she's well aware of what's in these videos. Yeah. So she's putting it out there right along with you. She just hides behind her cute face, her young age, her fake naivety, because it's fake. She's not naive. She's not innocent. She plays behind the scenes. Remember, Olivia, you said that your peaceful protest in the Summer Wells case, that it was peaceful, that y'all did nothing wrong. Then 2 seconds later, you turned around and said you was proud, you was glad that you got him fired off that job. So, yeah. And that's not the only one. That's just an easy one to remember. Because a lot of people don't have that clip, but I do.
sitting here, I am one angry and hot mama over this little girl and over the danger that she was subjected to.
Oh, what?
Okay?
Do you, what are you talking about?
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this
What are you talking about?
car.
Yeah. You really, truly have no idea. None of us do. And you shouldn't be speculating
For her family.
Eddie, because you don't know the situation. Let's see what chat's saying. Hey, Kodo, good to see you. It's been a while. Wow. How many missing children has she found? Exactly 0. Just desperate AF to put a kid she finds online immediately, and that's so sick and twisted. You know, I've tried to explain to her. Unfortunately, I have seen lots of death. And especially when it comes to children, it's Betty, it's not what you think. Dookie Doo, you're gonna pull my computer down. Come on now, kitty cat. Lay down. Lay down. Be good. Sir Duke, please be good. Don't bite me. Just be good. Leave my cords alone. Stop. I'm gonna put you in the house. You wanna go timeout? Don't you knock over the burp. Oh my god, this cat. He's worse than a kid. Ugh. So many stupid people follow this morning. Now I lost my train of thought. Let me see. She's found none. And I don't expect them to. I mean, they're not law enforcement. They're not private investigators. They're not search and rescue. They're YouTubers. And that's fine. Do your story. Knock yourself out. But not the way this is being done. And it's not fair to the families. Is the grip of the strangler and the time she has 24/7 refuses to do a day's work. No wonder she's single and she'll always being desperate. Yep, right. This right here is my issue. Yeah. She was headed to the border nonsense. That was her and Olivia were going because, JLR got all that attention, but it's already been done by others too. But that's where they were headed, and they were stopping to be a crime tourist in the Soto case as well. But then this happened, so they got. She keeps telling everybody, look, I went 4 hours out of my way, 4 whole hours out of my way for this. And it sidetracked them from the border. So the border has an angel looking over them because they just saved them from bullhorn and olive oil. poor, it's sad because, yeah. But she'll probably go to the border. That's totally fine, but to clickbait and not provide factual info isn't okay either. She's far from the only one who does it though, but she's absolutely exploiting these cases. Yes. And that's what I said when I first started. I'm not defending, but the coroner was called. I personally heard it come over the police scanner. Okay. It's a weight plate, not a dumbbell in the photo. He just didn't have the second plate on one side. Doesn't mean it's missing, just wasn't in the picture. That's what I said. Well, she said dumbbell. I didn't see the photo. I'm going by the misinformation, pointing out the misinformation. That weight could be holding the door open. It could just be laying off in the corner. We don't know how old the post was. Apparently they weren't sold, so the weights are still there. I'm sure law enforcement, if they haven't already, is going to execute a search warrant on his residence. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it was breaking news. Yeah, no coroner was called because they don't have coroners in Texas. I don't know what you heard come over this but they're not going to call the coroner's office. I know, I've worked scenes. I know how it runs. I don't care where you are. Protocol is protocol. You don't call the coroner till you have something for the coroner. you don't call them to come hang out, okay? Because they're busy, and the bigger the area, the busier they are. Especially in a case like this, you know. God. And you know what? I honestly wanted her to be wrong. I understand why LA was lining up their vehicles. I know why they do that. Because they seen them. And in all honesty, we've done that right from the jump before we even started searching. I don't know why they didn't. Because even if they wouldn't, if they would have found uh, anything, they don't want them to get it and put it out before they can deal with it. So I know why they were doing that. It wouldn't have mattered because they know they were there with the cameras and stuff. Having empathy is okay, but this is weird and not accurate. People can care, but that's just weird to get this invested. Yeah, that's what I said. When it comes to the misinformation, you're not helping this precious little angel or her family. And there's still so much not known. Um, I pray that everything turns out great and she comes home safe and sound. That's what I pray for. Um, you know, it was weird that he was communicating with the mom who wasn't allowed to have no visitation. Um, People put out there some theories about that whole situation. I, I'm not ready to put out Dookie Doo. Oh my gosh, Duke. Okay, that's it. You're going in the house. You just tangled up all my cords and pulled my headset off. That's it. You're done. You're done. You're being a naughty kitty. Sometimes I think he needs another kitty playmate. I don't know. Who got sentenced? Wait a minute. Hey, still another. Good to see you. Who got sentenced? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I just say I've had a long couple of weeks. Even attempting to catch up on things on the internet make me so disgusted in the human race. Yeah, I get it. There's times I don't even bother to look because I just don't want to hear about another mass shooting. I don't want to hear about another child being hurt or taken missing. I just and then all the crap on YouTube streets. And sometimes like this weekend, I have to be honest, I wasn't all over the place on because my phone did break. Oh my god, I was so mad. I loved that phone, even though it was broken. But there again, I didn't have everything backed up, but like I thought I did. But oh well. Who was sentenced? I missed it. I barely even tried to catch up, but I've heard bits and pieces of stuff, and honestly, the bottom of the barrel is definitely getting scraped these days. Yeah, by quite a few. I don't know who got sentenced, but anyway. KCG, I don't see your comment. You removed it. Okay, let's move on. Who's gonna get sentenced? Ruby Frank. Hey, Wise Angel. Truth and Justice. Hey. Oh, I like your title. You have the weights there. I like that. Who's getting sentenced? Ruby Frank? No, that's all she's gonna get? No. Isn't that the one that was in on all that oh that um oh, what was his name? Or supposedly his mother lied about him being deceased for years and years and hid him. And they put out that lawyer and them put out all that. off the walls. I mean, yeah, that whole wasn't she the one helping them put that stuff out? I don't know. Maybe I have her confused with someone else. I can't believe that. She's got to get more than that. No. How? The max could be only 2.5 years. Count one 15 years, 4 counts. Could be 4, could be 60. Just going to be a surprise, I guess. Oh, so nobody. Oh. Gosh, I hope so. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I have to be honest, it was nice this last. And yesterday I was busy and I did watch, catch the tail end of yours nonsense and then I replayed it. Good live. I'm learning so much for you. But I messaged you to ask you if you knew. Let me see. Let me find your message so I can get it right. Let me see. I don't know if this phone's actually sending my messages. Um, Christine Decker. I think her name's Christine Decker. And are you familiar with Holding Out Help, the nonprofit that's supposed to help, you know, kids from, polygamy, different cults and stuff like that? Are you familiar with either one of them? I hope I got her name right. Decker, I think, is their last name. I'm pretty sure it's Christine. It's either Carol or Christine. The judge sentenced her to 1 to 15 on each count, which there's 4 counts. So the max is 4 to 60 years. But the board decides, and I don't think she'll even serve a minimum of 4. The board decides, why wouldn't it just go with what the judge sentenced her? Okay, thanks, nonsense. I figured if anybody knows, it's Holding Out Help, the nonprofit. If anybody could knows, you would because you cover all that stuff. It's Utah. It's how it's done. Oh my goodness. So why even have the judge sentence her then if the board can just determine her sentencing? That's that could be a big plus for the person getting sentenced. Minimum of 4 with time served. She could get out in a year for good behavior. Dear Lord, I hope not. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. I but you'll get somebody caught with a little bit of marijuana and they'll do 10 years or more. You know? Just make it make sense.
I really do. Let me be very clear on that. I feel very, very bad
Pointless.
for her
Oh,
family.
hey, Granny.
But her
Hey,
family
Mystery.
put her in jeopardy. Not
Her
only her
family.
mother with the drugs, but her father putting that animal in that house.
Okay. You don't know the whole story with the father. She was not around the mother. As far as I understand, she was not had no visitation, no contact with the mother whatsoever. The father and the grandmother had custody. The father was working. Do you really think he knew this man or thought this man would do anything to his daughter? I mean, Betty, you don't know their situation. I mean, I have lots of questions too. Questions, not accusations, not trying to state things as fact and to get people all worked up because you don't know. But I thought the grandma was the one. I don't know. Like I said, I have questions too. But I'm not going to get about to get on here and accuse them and make it seem like they made all these bad decisions and bad judgments when you don't know that. You don't know any more than anybody else right now as of over a day ago. This is crazy.
House with her. This should have never happened. There's a lot of blame to go around, but now's not the time or the place. So I just want to make sure everybody knows we will not be addressing that in chat or on these lives. That is the one and done statement Bullhorn Betty has related to the situation. They do deserve their privacy. I am absolutely confident they did not expect this to happen. But again, this is why you protect your children.
Okay, you're not talking about it, but here you are talking about it. And then you flip it up and say, you know. Betty, you don't know. Dookie do. Oh, Sir Duke. Damn it, Duke. Don't talk back. Be nice. What?
All costs, and don't let them around people that has swastika tattoos all over them from head to toe, and leave your daughter alone with someone
Okay. She's not going to talk about the family or go at the family, but here she is.
like that. You cannot trust people this day and age. We live in a different society, in a different place, and we just have to be extra cautious.
Betty, the monsters have always been out there. 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Wasn't as public. We didn't have the internet and stuff. But the monsters have always been there, Betty. But thought you were going to leave the family alone. Because, see, you don't know the facts. You don't know what transpired. You just don't.
When it comes to our babies.
Mm-hmm.
This man was working. He was trying to do the right thing, and he trusted the wrong person. And look where we're at right now. We have to start looking at the people we introduce to our children. If you've got problems, I'm not the one to judge. Everybody knows my history.
Okay. But you are judging. What? You're not the one to judge? You are judging. Completely judging. Again, you don't know the facts, Betty. You don't know anything. And aren't you one to say you made a mistake? It's okay. Maybe the father thought the man. I don't know. But neither do you. This isn't helping that little girl, Betty. Are you done with your breaking info about the weight? Is that it? That was all we're going to get about your breaking info? That was a bomb you set off. And you're not going to finish it? Are you kidding me? That's all we're going to hear? Okay.
And I will tell you, if you want to party and you want to have a good time, you take that shit elsewhere, not around your children, and you do not bring those animals into your home. That is the best way you can end up like this. Keep that stuff separate, okay? I'm not going to judge you for what you're doing.
But you are judging. What are you talking? And you don't know if that was the situation, Betty, with the father and the grandmother. You forget the grandmother that lived there. You. Okay.
But just keep it away from your children, okay?
No,
that's all I'm going to ask you.
Really?
Keep it away from your children and don't let those type of people around your children. So the update.
I thought you weren't judging. Here you're judging without knowing anything. Okay. But Betty.
Right now is we have some, we're doing some sleuthing. And of course, there's other people doing some sleuthing. So Stephen McDougal's marketplace images of trying to get rid of those barbells was a shocker for me.
So was it a barbell or was it a weight plate? Because there's a big difference between a round, flat weight plate and a barbell.
I made Olivia send it over to me, and I looked at it. And as soon as I looked at it, I realized there's a 25-pound bell, round circle. These are your barbells. Okay, you put the little circle weights on the ends, right? We all know what a barbell is.
Okay, number one, a barbell by itself without the weights on it, I don't think it's going to weigh 25 pounds. But okay, Betty. But I think what you're referring to is the round plates. The actual weight itself, I don't think you're actually referring to the barbell, because let me tell you, my husband lifted weights his whole life, and he's always messing with his barbells and losing them. Yeah, I'd take them. They're great door stoppers. But yeah, so I think you're a little confused in what you're saying. But why is this important again? Because it's breaking news because you tore this man's life apart even before he was arrested for anything? Okay.
Well, you know how they have like 2, 5, 10, 15, or is it, what is it, 5, 10, 15, or 10? I think, I can't remember. But anyways, it's 15 and 25. They skipped 20 for some reason. So I think he had a 5, a 10, a 15, and 25. He had 2 sets because obviously a barbell, you put them on both ends.
Okay, but see, Betty, how do you know he just didn't have one barbell made? Maybe he didn't have to, because what you do is you add the weight plates and then you put the little thing on that holds them on and you tighten it and you do your thing. And then when you need to change the weight, either increase or decrease, you either add or remove a plate. But maybe he just had one barbell. Maybe he never had to, you dummy. I mean, Betty, that's not breaking news because there's so many different things that could mean. And again, when was this? But hey, Christoph fans, how are you? Hey, Amy. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because my husband built his, well, you don't build, but you know what I mean. You pick the weight you want on your little, you get the little metal pole that makes your barbell. They're little, and you add the weights you want, and you put the fitting on it to hold them in place, do your workout, and then adjust your weights or take it apart. Maybe he only had that one. Maybe he didn't have them both put together. Who knows? But she don't know, and it's not. If she's talking about a barbell that would be one solid piece, those weren't barbells. Those, once you made it, it was, but they're weight plates. I have a whole set in my garage. My husband still attempts to work out at 63 years old. But yeah.
Right? So he has 2 sets of every single size except the 25-pound weight. The 25 pound weight, he only had one. Only one. And he tried to sell it that day, the day that she disappeared. So I have reason to believe. Now, again, this is let me show all these creators how to do it. This is my opinion, okay? This is my perspective based on what I saw and the relevant information I seen, right? So I'm assuming that doesn't make it true. It makes it Bullhorn Betty's assumption.
Okay. Because you know how to do it right, and none of us do. We should pay attention to how you do it. That's a hard no. That's a really hard no. Yeah, no. I'll pass. I don't need to know how to pass out misinformation and confuse people because I think you're even confused at what you're saying. But you ride with it. You will, because Lord knows you're never going to own anything. You are going to ride with it like you did the corner call, right, Betty? Yeah, okay.
That it is possible that that 25-pound weight is and possibly with Audrey Cunningham. Okay. Does that make it true? Not necessarily, but that's where we're at.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Oh man. Anyway, Betty, if you cared for this little girl as much as you say you do, you wouldn't put out the misinformation. You're not the only one doing it. There's creators doing 2 and 3 lives a day on this. But when you put out your misinformation, correct it. It's fine, just correct it. You don't do that. Instead, you just keep running with it, or you choose to ignore that you put it on out there, and jump to the next subject. Yeah.
The helicopter was here. If you guys haven't watched the video, we just did a
Nuh-uh.
video, dropped a video before we did this live and on the TikTok. And it shows the helicopter images. We actually, right across there where you're looking at right now, a helicopter was seated. And while we were here surveilling the area, it put its started its propellers and ended up going up into the sky. And it's flying around here. So when we got here, it was rounded. When we started taking out, not that they even know we're paying attention to us, it's just one of those coincidences that happened while we were here, here on this this part of the, I don't even know what this is. I guess this is a lake, and we're on one side of it, and you're looking at the opposite side. Right there is the dam. If you see for you guys can't see that. Hold on, I'm gonna turn you guys just ever so slightly. That is the dam right there. Okay.
5-star phone service next to half-price phone bill?
Back here. This place has been served. Agents are right back there. And then you come right around here, and this is kind of where they've been working. We just haven't noticed it because we've been on the front side of it. Thank you, Summy. It's great to see you. So that kind of preview of the area here. The dam is the most concerning because obviously it has a lot of flow.
Didn't you hear? Oh, I was muted. I give up. I was muted again. I'm never muting again. This thing don't have that stupid light. I had to get a phone instead of a mic. But anyway, I'm never muting the button again. I'm done. Betty, you're a crime tourist. That's what you're being. That's what you're doing. They don't want you interfering. You're not on a search team. There's going to be helicopters. There's going to be lots of searchers, rural searchers. There's going to be dogs. Lots of vehicles, Betty, because they're doing a search. That's not big news. That's not breaking news. That's standard procedure. In places where they have the ability to do that, the capabilities to do that. But you're going to point out the garbage? I know. Oh, Lord. Hey, Nikki. Thank you, nonsense. That's the case I was thinking of. Rudy Ferris, yeah, exactly. I thought she was the one involved in that because come on. I mean, the next thing you know, they've got there's lawyers hooked up with her. They're doing these interviews saying he was that whole thing was a crapshoot, a crap show. I'm never muting again because this thing don't have a light, and I forget that it's muted. And I was supposed to get one, but then my phone broke. I had to have a phone. I cannot not have a phone with the kids. And I went as cheap as you can get. Trust me, $39. I don't think you can get one cheaper. But it'll work for now. It actually has. I'm so blown away that this little cheap. It was on sale. It was 60% off. But anyway, this little cheapy phone has fantastic cameras in it. It takes great pictures and video. I was like, wow, okay. Let's get back to the board. Yeah, this is See, that's the case I was referring to when I was talking. I could not for some reason get his name out, but I said the one the mom said was, missing all that time and wasn't. Hey, Ninja, Dookie Doo, if you come back over here to be bad, ooh, one of these days, pal zoom to the moon. No, leave my cords alone. He he's getting sassy. You may be hearing him. Hey, Blank Slate. When he gets sassy and starts meowing really loud, he's loud.
We've been out for that we can't work when we came here. This area, this dam here, this side of
What?
the lake is much drier. The water has been reduced quite significantly since we were here 2 days ago.
Oh, poor
And
baby.
as you see directly across there, that where you see this yellow or this dam right over here, all right there, that's just trash.
Okay. So, again, you're being a crime tourist instead of an investigative reporter. Okay, gotcha.
That is just straight trash.
Look
right
at the
there.
trash.
But one of the weirdest things, when Olivia and I first pulled up to this location, we had a massive, and I'm going to put together a video. I'm talking about.
Oh, Blank Slate, I had no choice. And I didn't want to wait till overnight for one to come from Amazon or Walmart.com. So I went to Walmart and just lucky they had this because I had picked a different one, which was a lot more, but they had this on sale. So I snagged it. Then I had to take it back because the SIM card slot thing would not work. So then I had to take it back, go the whole way back on the other side of town. Knew it was too good to be true that I got such a good deal. Had to get another one. Thank goodness they still had one. Got to swap it out. Then I had a nightmare every time activating it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, what should have taken me seconds took me like 30 minutes to activate the damn thing. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to choke the sales tech because, phone guy's on the phone with me and then tells me after almost a 20-minute conversation, ma'am, we can walk it right through you. Couple seconds on the app and you're done. I'm like, why the hell didn't you tell me that in the first place? Did you really just want to have a Monday afternoon conversation? Because I surely did not. But anyway, it works now. That's all that matters. If my kid's school calls or something, I'll get the call. Ouch, why are you biting calling me?
A massive amount of birds that just started
Why?
dancing. I don't know how to describe it other than dancing in the air. It was eerie, it was creepy, and it was almost poetically beautiful in a way, but also tragically sad seeing those birds so free and flapping their wings and doing this almost dance in the air.
What? How did we go from the trash? Hey, rapper. Hey, literally. How did we go from the trash? I just have an issue with the rush to release extremely personal info on cases that should come from and be vetted by law enforcement. I think they hurt more than they help, and I don't dislike her at all. That's well said, because that's just it. It's just my feelings. They don't touch older missing person cases, usually just the relevant ones that get views. It's well said, spot on. That's exactly it. Hey, language of horses. This is crazy. Did you just hear my cat? He is really being bad. Why are you being so bad? Why are you being so bad? What you want? Huh? What you want? Sortuk. What? You gonna talk for everybody? Come on, say hi. Come on, say hi. Say hi. You're not gonna give me a meow meow? Okay, we'll get back to Betty. You meow meow when Betty's on. He meows like crazy when Betty's on. I don't think he likes our voice.
And I just felt this sadness come over me. And I can't describe how this is making me personally feel, taking all of this energy in being out here. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy here, it's really, it's sad but hopeful, but not in the hopeful, not in the hopeful way that you would have, you're hoping for, but it's in the hopeful, sad way. Like, I know she's going to be found, but it's just so emotional. It's so, I don't know how to explain it. You feel the energy out here. You feel the sadness. And I just want this to be full of prayers for the family. Us as parents, we make many mistakes, right? We do our best. And
of course, gotta get your shade in there,
right? Let's face it. None of us have our perfect parents.
Betty, you just couldn't do it. You just couldn't leave it at that. No, you've got to get your shade in there, and your innuendos about the parents that you know nothing about. You don't know the living situation with the grandmother and the father. You don't know. You don't. Couldn't just stop.
I'm a step parent. I haven't even had children. I have 2 stepdaughters and 5 grandchildren, right? So I keep sitting here thinking, this little girl, it's hard not to see our own children, our own grandchildren, our niece, our nephew. It's really hard for us not to see.
What are you talking about? Crime Tourist? One of the articles written about the documentary. I got it out of there, honestly. Hey, Gina Marie. Hey, Maureen. Yeah, it's fitting. They're crime tourists. That's so true. What do? They show you the scenes. Well, some of it, sorta. They're acting like a tourist. Soft tacos are the bomb. Oh yeah, they are.
That in these cases, and it's even harder because I'm not a really emotional person. I'm ooey gooey inside, but I'm like I would say a Skittle, but I think I'm not chewy. I'm more like an M&M, right?
Oh no,
I got the hard shell and I'm ooey gooey inside. I don't know what else.
We're gonna fast forward.
And so emotions is not something that I wear on my sleeve. I'm Bullhorn Betty, right? But I'm an emotional person.
Okay, wait. You're a Bullhorn Betty. You're an emotional person, but you don't wear your emotions on your sleeve. Huh, Betty? We see your rants all the time. We know. We get it.
And when I come out to these cases, I get angry because 90% of the cases I cover are preventable, guys. They are preventable.
Will that be debit or credit?
Okay.
Both.
The only thing that would be beautiful is Betty doing a live stream, public apology for the families would reject immediately, and then apologies for YouTube, then delete her account. Well, that ain't never gonna happen. Betty can't even own that she misspoke about the coroner. Look at how she played to Layla, the so-called sighting of Layla off. I mean, look at when she got that tidbit of information and ran live right away in Monkey Bond's case. I mean, it's just endless. It's on and on. They think by dismantling people's lives the way they do, and this stuff is helping. She thought it was breaking news about this weight that she couldn't even tell you which one it really was. It is horrible. I have to say, I am so glad that she was not involved with the Maya trial. OMG, she would have 1000% messed that up, but she does not cover any in her own state. I wonder why. I've often asked her that too, because when she started covering the Layla Santinello case, there was a girl under the same circumstances, unfortunately, had an issue with substances and went missing. And Betty never even mentioned her name right in her backyard. Wouldn't even mention her name. No clicks and views in it. And Betty's not, she doesn't have a big fan base in her little town.
This is happening all too often. All too often. You know what? Yesterday I got a call. Well, not really a call. It was a message from a mom. A mom that has a problem with one of her teachers at that school. And he got just recently fired for messing with her daughter. This is becoming too common. Too common. I don't know what's going on in our...
How did we get on teachers? How did she switch us to teachers?
Societal norms where adult men and women look at our children in a disgusting, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too graphic because of terms of service on both of these platforms, but.
Okay, she's streaming from where? Kick? Rumble? Where? Because you can't stream this long on TikTok, can you? Because she's pushing propaganda. Yeah. Betty, the monsters have always been out here. Always.
I'll let you guys do your thing and come up with your own conclusion about that. But I just think this we have got to start pushing back on. We're seeing the result of us not standing up and speaking up more. So I just want to thank everybody that's here today. And it's unfortunate. I was going to go StreamYard so I could do I could run on multiple.
So all this is happening because more people didn't stand up and speak out. Okay. Wow.
Multiple platforms, but unfortunately, I'm not running on StreamYard because I can't zoom in, and we need to zoom in, especially.
She's using a missing persons case to push extremist propaganda. She is. And she's done it many times.
Actually being all the way over on this side of the aisle. Thank you. God bless you, Jen. Oh, Jenny, Jen. Nice to see you. God bless you. So that's where we're at, guys. I'm just going to leave you guys for a few minutes. I'm going to go take some photography, and I'll get back with you guys in just a minute. This is kind of what it is. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on right now. We don't see a whole lot of search.
So why are you there?
Gear out here. We see a lot of personnel. Now, maybe they're on the other side of that dam, which is what I suspect. You know, Olivia and I are going to try to pull up, and we're going to go and get some other areas of we're going to get to some other areas and see if we can get a better advantage.
No, because law enforcement's not letting you anywhere close enough.
But this is kind of where we're at. And again, you know,
and she'll start slamming them for that eventually. She's wrong always. Charlotte Senna, Betty had that little girl raped and murmured by a Mexican. What? Put out his plates as a dog whistler. As a dog whistle, Charlotte was alive, thank God, and the guy was white. Oh my gosh. What? In the Charlotte Senate case, I've got to look that up. Wow. You got that on your channel? Take some photography, yeah. I'm going to check it out. Oh, I think that,
I kind of wish we could
and she never corrected any of it, I'm guessing. No.
Something, but I'm glad that they're doing what needs to be done to find this little girl. I'm praying that she does come home. I have to think, just even last night, guys, you know, it got down to freezing temperatures here. When I woke up this morning, it was...
Well, no, she's with Olivia. Olivia's mom would never allow Olivia to sleep in a car. So they're either at a hotel or an Airbnb.
Was it? When I woke up this morning, 34 degrees. These are very tough conditions for a young little girl. You know what I mean? So, and we already know based on Broadcastify, I saw the clips. Now that doesn't mean that somebody didn't, you know, manually edit those screenshots. I know people do it, right? It's sick. But it appears based on this Broadcastify and the fact that some creators that I highly respect, such as Plunder on YouTube, has confirmed and corroborated this information to be true, that Stephen McDougal did confess. Okay, that's what I'm understanding. He did confess. So we have an idea what kind of a situation we're looking at. And again, why I'm not willing at this point.
He confessed? Oh, I remember that video. Yeah, I remember that, Kodo. I thought I saw it on your channel because I don't miss your stuff. I remember that they destroyed that man's life and he had nothing absolutely to do with it. He was just doing his job. I remember that.
To really express my viewpoints on the family situation. I don't think I'm a time and place type of person, and I can't imagine the grief that they're going through right now or the self punishment each parent is putting themselves through at this moment.
Yeah, Kodo, I even played that on my channel, I believe, back when you did the video. That is a good video. That dude's life was a mess because of that. Oh. And he had absolutely nothing to do with that. And the girl was alive, thank God.
Stephen's mom was a victim too. Mike Stevens' mom was a victim too. A victim of what? I'm only getting bits and pieces. That's what I heard, Jeanette. I heard that he confessed. That's what we had. We've seen posts on Broadcastify. Some people snagged the clip of it. But again, I'm very cautious anymore because people do stupid stuff to thwart these investigations and throw the media in alternative media like Chronicles of Olivia and I off. I don't understand why they would want misinformation going out, but it's for their own clicks and views to point out how many people got the misinformation wrong that they.
You're not alternative media because you're not the media. You are olive oil. You're wannabes. Big difference.
Put out just to get that. It's sick. These people are just twisted. Yeah, it's a twisted game.
He didn't confess and don't get confirmation from plunder. Oh. Yeah, I remember that, Kodo. His life was turned upside down, inside out. It was crazy what they did to him.
And I don't have time for it. I'm a content creator that comes out here and tries to bring you guys, quality views and commentary on active crime investigations. There's no perfect sauce to this.
Hey, Betty, I'll throw it up at you. You want to talk about the park worker that you accused of hurting a child? That the child ended up being found alive and the park worker was just doing his job, taking out the trash. Remember when you put out his license plate number and stuff and all his info? And that poor man's life was, oh, you want to talk about a bomb going off, Betty? You have no idea. But you never retracted none of that, Betty. None of it. So you're going to do it here again, right? Okay.
In fluid situations, information is bound to be incorrect in part in some of these because some of the information is moving so quickly. Everybody's trying to get the information out to their audience as quickly as possible. And mistakes happen. It happens in every single fast-moving situation. And
so you're good with putting out misinformation and lies because you're just trying to get it out there. You want to be the first instead of just waiting a little bit, checking everything you're going to put out. You know what that would do for your channel, Betty? You can't do it though. You just can't do it. You got to be the first one to put out misinformation. Congratulations. You won a trophy. Queen of misinformation, disinformation.
It's expected, okay? It's expected. Not too bad. Is the wind too bad with you guys?
Yeah, too bad.
I know you guys hear the water crashing.
Now you were going to go take pictures.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars? Wasting.
Wow. Yeah.
Mom had no contact with her. So here's the understanding I have of mom, okay? And I want to be very respectful of mom because I think she's going to be the one that has the hardest part in all of this because she was barred from seeing her own daughter.
Okay.
Just for her.
The mom's going to have the hardest part in all of this because she was barred from seeing her. Forget the grandma, forget the dad, forget who was actually raising this child daily. You'll turn on that mom, Betty. And you know you will. You're trying to get an interview, Betty. That's what you're trying to get. She's so very cautious, she only gets little bits and pieces, her own words. Yet she can put an entire cast together and tell us what happened, right? Yep. Imagine the parents got this monster live stream her daughter's disappearance. You'd be fuming, and especially when Ellie made a statement and Betty was F you immediately makes her the most evil. She's also put out 2 kids as murmurers in the Idaho 4 case, doxed them. They had nothing to do with it. Said Koberger's sister was working for the defense, doxed her to the point she lost her job. Yep, she did that. I covered that. I remember that. Yeah. His sister was at the courthouse in Pennsylvania, but Betty claimed she was in Idaho. Hey, Lisa. Oh, she said that in the beginning. Yeah, she sure did. Boots on the ground. They don't get it wrong.
For her daughter to be put in danger, and she couldn't see her daughter. She never got to talk to her daughter. She never got to hug her daughter. She never got to tell her daughter that she loves her again, guys.
Okay, Betty, do you have any idea why? You don't. What you're trying to do is get an interview with the mom so you can turn on her, because there's a reason she was not allowed no contact and lost all custody. There's a reason.
That right there is cruel and unusual punishment if I've ever heard of it. I am so, out of all of this, I think the mom is the most innocent in part. She did have a drug problem. Many people, even in my chat, probably some people that are watching this case right now, have a substance abuse problem of
Betty's
some sort.
trying
Not
for an
everybody, but
interview.
there's probably a few with the numbers we've got going on right now. And,
Because in the beginning, didn't you hear her slam them? All of them, including the mom. Hey, Emma. Hey, Halloween baby. Yeah.
It doesn't mean you don't love your child. It doesn't mean that you don't want the best for your child. It means you've got a problem that you're struggling with. I will be honest with you. This is a problem that I struggled with in my 20s. Okay, I almost lost my life from substance abuse addiction, and multiple times, as a matter of fact. I'm not on the stuff that they've got going on now. Thank God, because I would have probably been dead. But I have a new lease on life. And I'm going to use my new lease on life to give back and help others. That's what I do. And sometimes that's
okay, but you see, it's not about you. It's about this little angel that's missing. It's not about you. I don't know who you're helping. I don't know who you get back to. Because it's your chat that when you do that stuff. Anyway. But do you, babe. Do you. Mm-hmm.
Advocacy. Sometimes that's standing in the street with a bullhorn. Sometimes that is being the pimple on the
That's
butt
no
of a
advocacy.
politician.
No advocate would stand in the street with a bullhorn acting like a raving lunatic. That's not advocacy. That's being a heckler. That's being a nuisance. You can use it at your Trump rallies, knock yourself out for your kind of peeps. Go for it. But not at missing children's homes.
I don't care what it is. As long as it's for the good, I'm there. And this is something, we came to Texas for totally different reasons. Here's what. I kept this from my audience for long enough. I'll tell you what I was going to do. We came down here to go to the border, to cover the border crisis. Mm-hmm. That's what Olivia wanted to do. When I was in Tennessee, she begged me to come to the border. So we agreed to come to Eagle Pass, and I thought it'd be interesting. I hadn't been to the border. I've never been to the border. I wanted to cover it, and I wanted to keep it confidential. So we came out here for that. I didn't even tell my mods where I was going. And when we got here, as soon as the plane landed, we started getting Amber Alerts on our phone. And so we kind of ignored it because we were here. I didn't even post anything, as sad as that sounds. And people are probably going to say something to me about it, but I was here for a different reason. And when I realized the nature of this case and how old she was, and that this is truly an abduction situation and a grave situation, Olivia and I immediately jumped into action and drove the 4.5 hours away in the opposite direction to come out here and bring some eyes.
In the opposite direction. Wasn't good enough. They drove 4 hours out of their way. She's got to let you know that it's in the opposite direction. Me, I. What? It's not about you. And the reason you did this is number one, olive oil was with you. And number two, it was getting attention. So you took the chance. You figured the odds because it was getting some traction. It could be your next grift, your next case to exploit. And there you are. I was trust and believe. Had it not taken traction, your little butts would have got right back in that car and drove 4 hours back and went to the border. So stop.
This to make sure that people knew what was going on, because I'm sorry, there are a lot of creators out there, but I don't know them, right? I don't know their ability. I know Olivia's ability. I know my ability. I know the work that we do when we put our two heads together, and I know what we can accomplish when we put our two heads together. And
what is that exactly? What? As strong as you are with, your Magna and your crap you like to put out, your propaganda, your political stuff, I'm really surprised in Libya and Olive Oil and her mom are so tight with you. Really am. Well, okay.
It looks like they're starting to open the dam a little bit more, right? This bay right here is starting to come out with a little more.
Betty, that's what they do. It's a man-made dam. That's what they do, Betty. That's not breaking news either.
Water. For those on TikTok, you guys can't see. So that one right.
Oh, so you can stream on TikTok this long? I thought you could only make couple-minute videos on TikTok. I didn't know you could stream whole lives. Oh, go back to the border. Oh, I'd love to see you. I would love for her to go to the border and you and Kyle cover that one. That would be epic.
Up far enough. There it is. This one right. Number 2, right there. You see 1 and 2. Right there. So you can see water kind of spewing out of it. I'll get you guys situated again. So again, I don't see any divers in this particular water. Now, on the other side of the dam, they very well may be in the water. But we have the other side of the dam that they may be working, and but we don't see any boats out here. We don't see any dive teams in this particular portion of the lake coming off of the dam. So the dam is where the bridge-looking things are. That's what the dam is, and it holds water back. And it releases that water.
Okay, y'all don't know nothing about a dam. Hey, Beer Can, you getting a dam education right here. You can say you got it on Cat Peace channel, courtesy of a bullhorn.
And lets it flow. So that retains the water and releases it in a nice slow current.
Stop, Duke.
Boy Mom 2, I am new to the case, trying to understand. Can you give me a quick overview, please? Okay, yes, Boy Mom. So this is a case of an 11-year-old missing child. She went missing on February 15th around 7 a.m. However, the issue is, in this case, nobody knew she was really missing until about 5:30 in the afternoon. She's 4'1", 75 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, and she went missing from what everybody perceived to be the bus stop, but I don't know if that truly is her actual missing spot, because she never made it to the bus stop. She never went to school, and her family didn't find out about that until she didn't get off the school bus. And then check this out. This out. I think Stephen McDougal tried, and the whole reason for all those semantics on the text messages was to try to make law enforcement look at her mother as the person, as the culprit. He is a scumbag. He is an absolute scumbag.
Okay, so now you're saying days prior, the dude who you said's a loser and a druggie and all this other stuff and nothing but a criminal was smart enough to pre-plan and try to make it look like the mom was involved? Okay.
That should have never been out of jail. He should have gotten more years for those enticement charges back in 2007, 2008. But you know what? We didn't have the knowledge we have today. We didn't, back then we didn't understand those things. This day and age, we understand these people don't change. They don't get better. We have to lock these people away, because they either it has to be DP or lock away. It's one or the other, because they're not going to change. Now, there is another option out there that I've been hearing in the news. I don't know how effective it is, you know, because they're still free and they're still able to do certain things. But from my understanding, it is to take the sensation away potentially. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's called chemical castration. And, you know, those types of things, I'm all for, to be honest with you. I have to be honest with you. I think we need to do something.
You do understand that most predators will tell you it's not about the SEX. It's about the power, the control. You do understand that, right? Okay. Just so you know.
With these kinds of people, this is a sickness, it's an illness, an addiction where they can't control themselves. Thank you. So this guy was a friend of the dad, not just a friend of the dad, boy mom. It was a live-in friend of the dad. It was a roommate. So who lived with them?
Okay, so you think by doing chemical castrations, it'll stop those thoughts and those feelings to do that sick stuff? Betty, you should really look at some things before you start talking, because, you know, actual pedos that have given interviews have stated many times that's not going to make a difference with most of them. But yeah, do your own research, Betty, please, before you talk about something.
So Lucky.
This is the stuff
So
your
doing
insurance company doesn't.
What you just said is not going to, yeah. Do your research, Betty.
Give me just a second. I don't know who all dropped, if it was just one channel. But getting back to your mom, he lived with his mom in a nice home, a safe community, and he had this guy with him at his mother's home taking care of his daughter. This guy was assisting him and taking care of his daughter, sometimes leaving her there at the home with just him and his mother. Now, based on some of the text message.
Yeah, Lisa, from what I understand, that part of Texas don't even have coroners. They call them something else, but they use something else. But yeah, you're not going to call the coroner's office until you have something. They're not going to come and just hang out all day and search. No, not going to happen because they're busy. The Reader's Digest story? No. How are you, Petey? Oh, Beer Can, I hope your vision gets better.
Information. He was responsible, at least in part, for taking her to the bus stops, at least this day. He admitted to taking her and dropping her off at the bus stop to Audrey's mother, which we know she never made it to the bus. Yes, Devil Doll, it's a pill to swallow, but again, not the time or the place to be pointing fingers. Let's get her found.
Okay, so now you're saying, you know, he took her to the bus stop to her mother. Her mother shouldn't have been to the bus stop, but I don't think that's accurate either, Betty. Okay.
Out first, and then we'll decide what, where we go with our conversation from there. It sounds like the parents are cooperating. You know, I'm a hard ass when it comes to our kids and parents putting their children in danger. But again, I do have a heart. But my heart only extends for so long when it comes to stuff like this, because I'm sick and tired of covering these cases, and I'm sick and tired of learning that this was all preventable just by a little bit of due diligence. Just a little bit of due diligence. Holy shit, Olivia's running. Olivia's running. What?
Oh my God, she made it sound like something major was going on because Olivia was running.
All right, guys. Well, you know what? We were sneezing here, and I can tell you why. I'm looking at my phone, and I got pollen just falling all over my phone right now. If it gets into the way of the actual footage, we will. So that's where we're at, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to start getting some live shots, okay?
Live shots of what? See, this is why that term, crime tourist, fits you people exactly. Live shots of what exactly? The lake? The garbage. Okay. I'm done with this. Let's see where she goes here. Is she really just gonna leave this live while she's walking around doing stuff, not even talk to her audience? No. It's gonna amp up a ton because it's election year and politics use humanitarian issues. Yes, they do. They most certainly do. That's like they care like no other. The election's over, and you never hear another word about it. Or, oh, I tried to fight for it, but there was too many against me. Yeah, bullshit. She's literally going to do this. She's going to just leave her camera running while she's hustling and bustling around and not even talk to her audience.
All right, so they kind of got out of our view.
No,
Keeping an eye on them with
Oh, did.
my lens.
She did for quite a bit.
Looks like they're going over to the tree line. There they are. They're
Excuse
starting
me.
to pop through.
Betty.
So back to this. We'll let you know. No. Hopefully it's not too bad. Sorry guys if the images kind of suck. Guys, there we go.
They
The
totally
imagery
suck.
kind of sucks, guys. It's the best I can do until
And
I get back to the office
there's nothing
or
to
get back
see.
to the room and can prepare you. I've been trying to get. I hear a helicopter. Now the
Look out! Breaking news! There's a helicopter when they're searching for somebody. Not to mention, there's usually always helicopters in the air, but there's a search going on and there's a helicopter. Breaking news. This is really sad.
truck. Was it just a truck taken?
This is desperate for content. Desperate for content.
Taking some.
No, I'm not done with it. Are you going to
All
say
right.
anything else stupid? Or stupider? No, she's really just going to let this play? Could I do that, guys? I mean, is her audience going to stay and watch this? She's not talking. She's just leaving it play. Please tell me she's not getting views and clicks doing this. This is insanity. Is she really serious? She's truly not talking. Wow. What? How long does she stay? No, she's not desperate for content. Not at all. Oh my god, I can't believe the whole rest of this live. Wow.
I don't know if they've had those dogs out here. On the other side where we have been for several days. No, we're gonna say her teachers were wonderful. We advocate for this little girl's.
Oh, violent. I cannot believe that she just walked away and just left her audience. That's taking people for granted. But she's going to talk here in a minute, so. Wow.
Safely home, but as we can see, sorry, I just got back here. We have some people that are showing up. We had some searchers come in, and that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm in the process of loading that video, and we're at 67% with the crap Wi-Fi out here. So you guys are going to be waiting just a little bit in order to get that. I just want to thank everybody that's tuning into this show. I do appreciate your viewership as we advocate for this little girl's return safely home. But as we can see, these folks looking in the water. It's looking very grim at this moment. And I just think right now we just need to have some prayer hands for the family, the extended family, and more importantly, her young friends that are coming to reality about what happened to their friend. I mean, these are young kids, impressionable kids, children that don't understand, and they're having to deal with some of probably the strongest grief that they're going to have to experience in their very young lives. And we just really need to wrap our love, even spiritually, as far away as we can on this community, on this family, and on the school district for this. I mean, her teachers. I mean, this is just awful. I know that there are some great teachers out there that love their students dearly. There's some that not so good, but we're gonna say her teachers were wonderful.
Okay, but what? You're just, whatever comes out your mouth, you're just including, Betty. You know what you should be saying for? A good outcome, Betty. That she's found safe and sound. No, you're hoping for the exact opposite. You want it to be a tragedy, Betty. Your mind's twisted. You're twisted. Yeah, you definitely twisted. How about some positivity? Since there are, like you're saying, students and everybody involved, how about not putting out, the negative? I have no idea, Beer Cannon. She don't either.
Yeah.
She has no idea. She just threw teachers in there for something to say.
I'm just going to wear on my stuff a little bit, but we'll see. We got one.
That is so rude to do on a live.
All right, guys. So this is going to be for all the people that are tuning into this story and that are wanting up-to-date information. We're going to stay live here for about another 10 or 15 minutes, then we're going to move upstream where we believe there is a little bit more activity. We've got some searching going on there. Again, we were able to see the search dog and other law enforcement enter a boat and take off down the river on the other side where we have been for several days monitoring this story. And we are going to go down the river and continue to monitor the story. But what's going to happen, and you guys to pay attention, is we need to have you guys come back here because today it's going to...
We need the views. We need the clicks. You must come back here. Hey, B-Tim. Betty, what do you think law enforcement does on these searches? Do you think that they actually use the dogs and actually go search? Because according to you, this is breaking news because they got in a boat because they're searching a dam and surrounding areas and he had a dog. Yeah, Betty, that's, they don't search like you do. They actually search, the real thing.
One of those days where we're going to be in movement. So that means that when we go live, we're going to be going live for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. This might be the longest live you guys get for the day, but we will continue to go live all through the day as we maneuver and work around the Livingston area to see what type of searches they're doing. We know that they've got dogs out here right now. So a canine be loaded up on a boat, and that canine, we don't know if that's a water dog. We know that there are water dogs out there that are also decomp. They can smell decomp inside water areas. It's a specialized dog. I don't know if they have those dogs out here. I have to assume that they probably do at this moment. I can tell you at our hotel, we
Sleeping Tater Tots. Hey.
When Barbara switched to TurboTax?
Yesterday.
I broke 4 generations of family tradition with 5 little words.
This was from yesterday.
So we actually have law enforcement coming in from outer areas and having to stay at hotels as they assist local law enforcement here with resources and bodies as they work their way through this investigation and this tedious search across the dam, right? This dam is a powerful dam and it can make things kind of just tear apart and disappear. I don't know if she got that close or not. I'm praying that that is not the case here, but we just really don't know. We don't know anything. Law enforcement really isn't providing us a whole wealth of information.
Exactly. And instead of you just shutting up, zipping it, You're spreading misinformation and a bunch of negativity. Because how about for once, instead of saying that it looks grim, it's going to be grim, Bill Bullhorn Betty knows. How about saying the opposite? Mm, Not good for clicks and views, is it, Bets?
Having to sleuth around at night just to get some details to provide you, because in
Mm.
light of law enforcement providing us, we got to go get it ourselves.
Oh.
And that's what leads us to the marketplace and leads us to
No,
that dumbbell.
that's just it. No, you do not. Because you're not relevant in the case, Betty. It's number one, not about you and olive oil, but you're not relevant in the case. You're a YouTuber / TikToker. That's it. What? You shouldn't be poking into nothing, messing with potential witnesses. You don't know. It's an open, active, very active investigation. How about you just stay the hell out of it? That would be the best thing you could do. Seriously. Pack your shit up, go to the border, have your fun down there, because I want Nonsense and Kyle to review you so badly. Please go to the border. I've never asked nothing to you, but I'm asking you to backtrack them 4 hours and go to the border. Because that will be epic.
Those dumbbells that were the weights for the dumbbell.
Okay, again, back to the Facebook Marketplace post that we don't know how long it was posted. We don't know what the picture is because she's not shared it. She don't know the difference between a weight plate and a solid one-piece dumbbell.
Or not the dumbbell, I think that's the dumbbell, that long thing. And we are able to see that he posted that the day that she did.
No, that's called a bar. That long, skinny thing. That's the bar you put the weight plates on, Betty. A dumbbell, if you're speaking about a dumbbell weight, it is all one piece, Betty. It is all, it's not the face plates. You make those with the bars. It's not breaking news. It's not breaking evidence of anything because you have no idea.
Disappeared. So it's concerning. We also have a post of him trying to sell his Suburban. So these are all key information and quite concerning red flags for somebody like me that covers true crime full time.
Okay.
And these are things.
It's a red flag because at some point in time, he allegedly was trying to sell weights. Now, mind you, this is a man who's broke, who has habits, according to Betty. Shocker that he's trying to sell anything he can get his hands on.
Things that concern me. These are red flags that led officers directly to arrest him. This is what they do.
No, that's a lie. That's misleading your audience. His arrest had nothing to do with this case. Is he a person of interest / suspect? Absolutely. But his arrest had nothing to do with this. It did not lead up to his arrest. Stop it. A Facebook post of some damn weights did not lead up to his arrest. They need a little bit more than that. Bets.
This is why I get so frustrated when I see law enforcement and their dereliction of duty when we have cases like this and they have low-hanging fruit. They can put these animals behind bars, but yet they sit on their ass. They don't throw them in jail until they have all the information for the case they're going after. Thank goodness for Texas law. Thank goodness for this investigative body knowing to get off the street and finding a way to do that while they're able to maintain their search efforts and maintain the integrity of this investigation while they collect evidence against Don Stephen McDougal. Remember, they don't have to charge him, but when they do charge him, they have 90 days to arraign him. So there's the problem. They don't want to start that clock ticking until they have their I's dotted and their T's crossed. That's why they're not arrested.
Betty, you think people don't get that? You don't think that they just wanted him in a place where they know where he's at and can have access to him? Of course they did. What?
Him anything just yet related to Audrey Cunningham. Law enforcement further told us that we need.
But you said he confessed. You said that just a few minutes back in this video that he confessed, Betty.
To be looking through our footage. We need to make sure if there's anything that can be perceived as evidence, you reach out to law enforcement immediately. If you've seen that blue Suburban, you reach out to law enforcement immediately. If you saw Don Stephen McDougal anywhere on the 15th, you reach out to law enforcement. They need your help. There's a $7,000 reward for anybody with any information leading to the arrest of the person responsible for these crimes. So let's go do it. I believe in social media.
What crimes? We don't know. Oh my God. Okay, Betty. Hang yourself.
Recordings just
Yeah,
got
Texas
better.
don't play. She's too much. She's too much. She has no clue.
We're still uploading videos, guys. The videos are uploading at a snail's pace. I'm monitoring the situation. I'll let you know when it is uploaded. It's nice to see everybody, guys. We are following the case of 11-year-old Audrey Cunningham. For those that are just joining this chat, we are running right now on 2 separate channels, and I hope you all are here for some good information. We did get some things wrong based on other people's misinformation that was peddled out there to social media.
Based on other people's misinformation. Forget the fact that Betty ran with the misinformation because she didn't bet anything she was told or heard. She just ran with it. So it's because of other people, not because of her. No, Betty, you spread that misinformation. You're just as bad as they are.
Want to apologize for that, but we also want to state that that is exactly why we're back on the ground. When the Chronicles of Olivia and I are boots on the ground, we get the shit right. We get the information.
Then take your video down, not just the title and thumbnail. Take the video down where you said the coroner was called, Betty. You won't do that because that's what you do. You just change your titles. Hence why you're in federal copyright court right now. Because you tried that even with YouTube. Why YouTube didn't just kick you off, I don't know. Because you tried to play them too, just by changing the title, uploading the same video. Same thing you did with that Ring doorbell fake call. Remember that one, Betty? Oh, you didn't take it down. You did not. First, you changed the title and stuff, put it behind a paywall. Remember the other video you put behind a, what was it, a $50 paywall or a $100 paywall? Yeah, remember that one? Yeah, I do. Okay, Bets. You don't fix nothing because you don't want to lose a damn view. Because to you, that's all that matters is them views and them clicks.
Information that you guys need. We don't ask for permission to disclose it. We earned it. We release it to you guys. There are some.
The stupid ish is trying to run on 2 platforms live while uploading videos and has 3G service, and she wonders why she has a bad connection. I can't.
Some exceptions to that when it goes to the heart, to the integrity of the investigation. We have and will always withhold that information from you. But right now, the information that we are receiving is not, well, it could be significant, but it's not confirmed. And so I feel comfortable releasing like the weights and stuff like that. We've done our due diligence to know that that is accurate, true, and correct. It's public information. It's not something that.
No, it wasn't. Betty, you tracked this man's Facebook down and dismantled his Facebook before he was arrested. You and Olive Oil. It's not pertinent to this case. You have no idea.
Acquired through unnamed sources or anything like that, which we do have.
Good,
and we are constantly being informed of information, but some of that information we can't share because it will identify who is providing us that information. So we are monitoring it. We're looking for opportunities to bring it in when those opportunities to present themselves, to keep the anonymity of the people that are assisting us out here. But we are working very hard, and we are working around the clock right now to find information about Audrey Cunningham. What I can tell you is we're in the right place. This is where everything is leading back to. She is somewhere here. Now, there's one other concerning matter that we must discuss. The other concerning matter that must be discussed at this point is the fact that she also lived near water. And I don't know if the lake in and around her home has been searched. She lives right on water. He could have easily just came out here and dumped her evidence, backpacks, other items, and he could have placed her in a separate place. I don't think he would be stupid enough to put her that close to the house. But you know what? We dealt with Colin Knapp, and Colin Knapp rolled his girlfriend up, broke the fence on the back of his house, and walked her down to. We pointed law enforcement. We said she has to be over in that area. A day later, they did find her. That's the close.
Betty, it wasn't because of you. Stop it. Law enforcement found her because they were looking there. It was not because of you.
Closest I've ever been to making contact with.
Yes, she is.
You can imagine making contact with Laura. So it's sad. It's sad because we learn all the time in school to fear the stranger, to fear the stranger. We're very rarely taught in school that we have, threats that could be from within, from the people that are responsible for keeping us safe, from people that we look as authority figures, that we look at as a parent figure. These are people that can pray, and we just don't advocate enough in our schools to make our children aware that if they see something in their home, say something, that they are loved, that they are protected. When it comes to somebody that you trust as a parental figure, such as a dad, or somebody like a dad's friend that's taking care of you, children need to know that they are trusted, that they can speak freely. And I don't know if that would have helped this case. I really don't. But it's just sad. It's just sad.
Wow.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna kill it. We're gonna try to find a new location, and we'll come back live. Stay right here on the Bull and Betty's channel and Bull and Betty Crime Stories channel, and we will have you guys back up here live as soon as possible. I just want to tell you guys, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for putting her face and her name out there across social media. Thank you for advocating for her, but more importantly, thank you for being decent people and caring enough to do these things and keep her name alive out there on social media and in the media. We need to bring her home. I feel like we're getting close, guys. I feel like we're getting close. We're going to go ahead and get set up somewhere else. I'll see you guys soon. God bless.
Oh my God. Well, what do you even say to that? She's going to continue putting out. Why won't it give me the link for my members? I just want to copy the link. Why won't it let me copy the link? It should let me copy the link. But it's not letting me copy the link. Okay, why not? No, I don't want to join. I want to copy the link. No, I don't want to join. So it's not going to let me copy the link. Okay, maybe if I go into our YouTube studios. Hey, Ninja. Yeah, guys, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. We also have channel memberships. You can become part of Poolside. We have adult goodies. Shut the fuck up, BHB. That's where most abuse happens. You worthless advocate, yeah. And I'm sorry, my kids, they do talk in school. Oh my God, I can't with her. I can't with her. Okay, I should be able to go right on here. Oops. And get the membership link, correct? Maybe it'll let me copy it from here. No, I don't want to disable channel memberships. Oh, dear Lord, it's not letting me copy it. Links to share. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Okay, no, go back. Oh, I'm over this. It's not letting me get, I don't know. It's giving me a really hard time. I don't know what I'll say about that. How do you blame everybody else for what you're doing? Oh, probably would have been nice if I'd had Clipboard turned on. Then it probably would have shared. Oh my lord. Um, and her so-called correction at the end was no correction. Hey, revival, that was no correction. Olivia is more careful with putting out blatant lies, but she participates. Exactly. She's just as bad. She's just as bad. Yeah. That's the wrong one. Hey, it did it. Finally. Hallelujah. I've always said that about Olivia. I've never given her a pass. Oh, no, not a playlist. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, members only videos. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, dear Lord. This is giving me a hard time. I give up. Now, where did it go? It's giving me a playlist. I don't want a playlist. I want the clip or the members only link. And it's not letting me get it. One of the mods, can you post it? Because I don't know why it's not letting me get it. I don't know. Maybe this will do it. I don't know. It's giving me a hard time. I'm over it. Okay, Marcy, thanks for coming in. I think that's just my channel link, though. I don't think that's the link for memberships. Yeah. But you guys, you can watch that video in its entirety. Do we have time? Today is the 20th. Is that the day the call is today? I gotta see. I wrote it down. Let me look. If not, we'll do that little bit on beta because I'm not watching that whole beta call or video. I refuse. I'm not. But then I'll end up wanting to yell at her. But she's totally. I don't know if I want to. Well, Betty's misinformation. And that's what this is about. Their misinformation, their craziness. So they're putting out there that Katie Joy made the call and made it all up. And even after I showed proof that she was in the call and there, she tripled down on it. No surprise there. No surprise there. I guess I didn't write it down. Huh? I write everything down. I wrote it down somewhere. I write every damn thing down. Oh, where did I write it down at, though? Good question. I'll look later. I have no clue. I'll look later. Oh, well. Hey, Devious. Oh, John Dalton. We get those all the time. Please. Bye-bye. It won't let you do it either. Hey, wishful thinking. I don't know why it won't let me post. That's stupid. It should let me post my membership link. Oh, maybe if I copy it, maybe I can do it better on here. Nope, because I don't have YouTube Studios on here. I never did. I no, I never downloaded YouTube Studios on here yet. I don't know. Maybe it will. Let me go back. So, what do you guys think about this with Betty? Do you think she's going to stop? Do you think her and Libya is going to move on and go to the border? Oh, Lord, I hope so. I think Nonsense is going live today. Let me check hers. I sure hope so. Oh my gosh, that would be epic, awesome. I would love to see Nonsense review her at the border. Oh, that would be good. Okay, she's going at 4. Okay. Well, maybe I do have time to show you the clip then. I wanted to post my membership link, but for some reason, oh wait, it's not letting me. I don't know why. It's only let me manage video. I give up. I'm done with it. Oh well. I'll figure it out. I don't know why it's not letting me post. But since I do have a little, I think the call's between 3:15 and 4:15. I'm pretty sure. If not, if they call early, I'll just end the live and tell them that hey, they got to back it up. Okay, thanks, nonsense. I appreciate that. Anyway, the tater, that travesty thing, that tube top wearing travesty thing. Now y'all know, last week or so ago, I did the mod call. Y'all know that the other day, well, several days ago, I read Veda's huge book ass post like she's always making on our community tab, saying about how, I'm a liar and I'm old. Oh, by the way, Veda, this bitch is 60 proud, honey. Something you won't be saying. But anyway, uh, wow. She did a part one and a part two. Jesus, don't she always? She said that she was not in the mod call, nor did she even know it existed. I read that comment to you. I showed you that comment on her own community tab. I then showed you the video, my live, of the actual mod call where Veda is not only talking to Steve and the others, but they are actually saying her name back to her and she's answering them back. Now, she's decided she was going to go after, get her some views and clicks to have Katie Joy in her title and hashtag, of course, because Lord knows. I just want to know what the hell is happening because damn, that filter has been broken lately on her streams. Oh my God. Oh, but she's so secure. But, I had to make her look 80 because she said I'm 80 even though she knows I'm not. But she's always made fun of my age. But let me tell you something. I look better than she will. Allegedly, by that age enhancement photo I showed y'all last time. Um, but yeah, I don't need filters because I'm me. I don't use a filter. I don't even know how to use a filter, to be honest with you. I also don't need to wear tops that are 3 sizes too small for me to show my chubby fat boobies. Don't need to. Nope, never needed to. Never needed to get attention. But she did a part one, Veda, a part one and a part two. Not getting good views, Veda. Not getting good views for your big channel that you claim you have. In fact, your other channel, you got 43 views, by the way. But so she decided she was going to say in a video, and she did this whole live, and then Katie Joy for this whole thing, of course. And look, goodness, I don't normally go there because there's a million other things to discuss, but damn, that's something. um, she has now telling everybody, because when Veda's called out, instead of saying, oh, I misspoke or something, oh, no. She triples down on the shit. She triples. Oh my God, look at her. Is she serious? In all honesty, I don't know why Without a Crystal Ball hasn't taken these channels down. I really don't. Especially someone with the vile hatefulness like Veda that had no problem with reading that alleged R report and totally destroying her. I'm sorry. I would have. That's just me, though. I mean, there's a line you just can't cross. Oh, sure. Let me. And she's crossed it in every which way you can cross it. But she's trying to now make a name for herself again by trying to go after Katie. And she don't shut up about Charlotte, even though she does have a temporary order against her till the actual hearing. She doesn't shut up. Hey, Alice. She never ever shuts up. Ever. And I've honestly not heard any truth come out of her mouth. Okay, so what I'm guessing is she had technical difficulties as usual because she streams in the bathroom. Um, and she it wasn't meant to be a part 2 series. It's because she had technical difficulties and had to, um, come back with a part 2. So I think she stayed live like, oh my God, this was 4 hours. Yeah, we're not doing a lot of this. And the other one I think was like 2 or 3 hours. Yeah. I'll talk blaming this on Katie Joy. Hey, Brittany. Yeah. But we'll go to the wow. Okay. Number one, that's not why the live was done. Quit twisting it. The lie you're still crying about was because your buddy, that down the hole lady, lied, set up a fraudulent GoFundMe. I told you I stand on that because it was fraudulent in my opinion. And I'm allowed to have one of those because she put Katie Joy's picture on it. She also said that she was being sued, which she is not. Actually, she wants to be so badly, apparently. But she's not. In fact, it has nothing to do with her. She inserted herself. She lied on the GoFundMe and said it was Katie Joy doing it to silence you guys. No. All lies. All lies. That wasn't what the GoFundMe was about. It's Renelle, who is not being sued, but has an RO hearing. That could have been eliminated. That didn't even have to happen. She's choosing it to happen. She's choosing that. So people that gave her over $2,000, oh, okay. Veda, yours got 20, right? Isn't that what the Drama Danny reported that you got 20? Just asking. And there's plenty of proof out here how you harassed, stalked, and threatened and went real life on this woman. There's plenty of proof. And it's been shown not by her, but by me and others. Yeah, sorry. Again, wrong. Oh my God, I didn't share screen. I'm so sorry. I'm sitting here just talking to her, and you guys aren't hearing or seeing nothing. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna fast forward it anyway. Because it's a long last live. Maybe I'll come back later and we'll finish breaking it down. But it's a long ass live. She's blaming Katie for doing this for no reason, and she made up lies and all this stuff. Same old, same old. Where'd you go? Tube Top. Where'd you go?
It's hard to say like what the future has in store.
Live or something, I'll wait. But let's just keep going. And
okay, you just asked Katie Joy. I'll back it up. She just went through. Okay. Now she's talking about the second live that Katie did and came out defending what these people have done to Charla, which was pretty accurate, honestly. I have to be honest here. I don't care who you are. Wrong is wrong. She has the nerve to ask somebody for proof. We've shown all the proof. Katie wasn't involved in this. God, I hate when they make me stick up for her. Katie wasn't involved in this. You guys put her in this. You did. With your frivolous RO you tried to get, you lying ass. Because you're so desperate for that attention. You want to be Steve's white knighter. Keep being it. Look where it got you. And you still get on here and lie. I don't think you're capable of anything but. I really don't. And that's my opinion.
What part did y'all hear last? Let's see. What part did y'all hear last? Let me go to my thing. Okay. Let's see. What part did y'all hear last? Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. So pretty much, So Katie makes a statement, Rabbit's under the impression that this woman is after her because I want her to stop doing content on me. That's just false. If it's false, how does it go from you defending
How does Rabbit feel that way when that video, Katie's, was made after the GoFundMe? Katie had no choice but to come out and speak about the GoFundMe because you guys fraudulently attached her to one that she had nothing to do with. So that's bullshit. Rabbit, that down the hole lady, had a meltdown because she received an email cease and desist. She wasn't threatened like she makes it out to seem. Her family wasn't threatened. Stop it. I've played all this with proof. Veda, do you know how stupid you look? How ridiculous you look?
the woman to sending threats that you're going to strike people's channel and flag their content, take it down. You're going to file TROs for people showing up at your court dates, that you're being harassed and threatened and stalked and blah, 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 blah. Instead of trying to prove and show evidence of this woman being harassed, you show nothing. Nothing.
Okay. Number one, the first video was about the fraudulent GoFundMe. The second one was in defense of her. She wasn't trying to prove what you were doing. God, I hate when you guys make me stick up for this woman. You have no idea. It makes me want to just wring your neck. It really does. Anyway, we put out the receipts. You don't think going real light on her and reaching out to her family and having them in the mod call with you? You don't think sharing her phone number in a Discord? Harassing her on every social media platform you can find? Stop. You don't think you going after fraudulent ROs?
There is nothing that you will show that proves that. Then you say that.
Oh, it's all been shown. There's plenty of proof. And there's plenty that hasn't been shown because of the court case. But once the court case is over, it's fair game, like I told you.
Here's the scope of it. She says that not only is the GoFundMe
Beta, check this out, Bish. 60 proud.
Fraudulent because it's created in my name and my likeness, but it's also fraudulent because they're saying that this woman who is not an unstable stalker and is not mentally unstable is going after them, and that's false. And that is actually the opposite, that we are all unstable and we are all attacking this woman. Well, I'm sorry, but 90 creators can't all be wrong and unstable.
It isn't 90 creators. It's just your little handful of caters. And yeah, you are. You really are. You are so obsessed with hate, you can't see anything else.
You know, I've heard her holler and holler and holler, bully, harass, bully, harass, bully, harass. Mm-hmm. Well, prove it. Show something.
Apparently, it's been proven she got one successful RO and probably going to get more. Yeah. There's messages, there's videos, there's recordings, there's posts. Oh, there's a ton of evidence. There's emails. There is so much evidence. So much. And guess who's a big part of that? Your travesty looking ass. Yeah. And you know what? Tell you and your buddies, quit sending me freaking emails. Quit sending me voice clips without a crystal ball. Quit trying to alive, I guess, the Nat situation. No one cares. I'm not listening to your clips. Don't care. Wasn't there. Not me. Don't care. Stop emailing me. I've gotten tons of them in the last few days, and I'm done with it. And if you think you're going to track me, oh, girlfriend, try harder. Try harder, you dumb shit. It's a Proton email. You think we're all stupid as you?
Is it? The only thing that has ever happened from the beginning is a response to being harassed. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay. Thank you. Y'all get what I mean? So, I mean, that'd be like me sitting up here claiming, I'm being hacked right now. Okay. If I don't prove it, it doesn't count. Like, it doesn't, words mean nothing, especially with somebody that has zero credibility. Nobody's going to believe.
Oh, you said a mouthful there. You have zero credibility. Zero. You don't never put out proof. You twist things, you spin things, you outright lie. That's what you do. Words, 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 words.
Shit you say, Katie.
Oh, who cares? Really, we don't care.
Okay. We should be back to business. All right. And
Oh,
another thing.
dear
She says right at the end,
Lord.
well, I found out about Down the Rabbit Hole's channel
Whoa,
through
guys,
the
get
GoFundMe.
ready. It's getting ready to switch.
You've created posts on Rabbit before.
Just
She's read them
wait.
on her channel.
Ugh.
You know exactly who she is. And so,
Oh, whack-a-mole.
everything
I
she
need a
says
new
in this
picture for
whole thing was
whack-a-mole.
false. Then she says
I'll take that.
that, it's the opposite, that these people are harassing this lady. I don't know where I could find one. Where in the hell can I find Renelle harassing this woman? Somebody show me where that is, or a clip or something. I'll wait. But let's just keep going, and we got some good stuff going. But that's my commentary for both of those clips right there.
Okay. Well, your commentary sucks, and we're going to move forward because I don't have time to tear apart this whole thing, because I would if I did.
Hi, Mark Barden at Sandy Hook Promise here.
I will come back, though, once I get my kids off the bus and do it, though, for you. I'll honor you with that.
You weren't uncomfortable by anything he said because he didn't say anything. I have the whole damn Twitter download. It didn't happen.
Okay, you're a liar. I have played video proof of Steve admitting that he was inappropriate. So again, you're a liar, and I will come back and show that clip yet again. She's talking about the Katie Joy Steve stuff. I played a clip a couple weeks back from Suri's channel. Yes, Steve admitted to being inappropriate.
Learned that they were doing things to people and saying things about people that she didn't agree with outside of me. And they were treating people the way that she apparently didn't want them to be treated. This group of people didn't like that Charla was not allowing them to speak about my child because she was the group admin. And they also didn't like that she wasn't allowing them to speak ill about.
Oh my God.
I don't know if any of that's true. I wasn't in that group.
Oh, do you have evidence of this, Charlotte? Can you show us when he went after you as a CSA survivor? No, because of none.
I think she's saying because we're calling her name. And they have.
Okay, I think.
Wait a minute. Did you just play part of the mod call you didn't know nothing about and you weren't part of? Did you just play part of that mod call?
Her real life. So again, she's not a public creator, and they went into her private life and they found people from her private life to bring onto their channels to basically character assassinate her and spread more misinformation about her. And it got to a point where.
And that is true. They did exactly that. So tell me where the lies are coming from. That's exactly what they did. I'm 72-year-old, wear preparation H as a night cream. I just have a hard time pokering a beer can. Oh my God. Eyebrow advice. Yikes.
She was facing so many threats and so much harassment from this group that she filed a restraining order against Steve in Kansas. And then she also filed a restraining order against a woman named Brittany and then a woman named Erin. And the three of them, she has a court date, I think on February 26th for the Erin and Brittany's temporary restraining orders to become permanent. My history with Steve goes back to 2018, but his targeting of me began in the late summer and early fall of 2019. And over the years, he has interfered and caused a lot of problems for me on this platform by telling other creators lies about me. And then those creators end up making videos about me. So he can effectively hurt me through other creators.
So she believes Steve has the power to manipulate 1 million creators into hating her. Well, here's how that works, girlfriend. If someone comes to me and
it's not 1 million creators. And let me tell you something. Do you know how easy it is to start a hate campaign on social media against somebody? Because you got to remember, Steve used other people because of the Sequitur show, the non-Sequitur show. Yeah. And Katie was part of that. See, Veda, you leave out a lot of facts. You really leave out pertinent information. They actually she was actually part of the non-Sequitur show in the beginning. It was a big thing then, the flat earthers, QAnon, all them. Yeah, the atheists, all them. There's a lot of stuff you leave out because I don't think your brain can handle it. But I want to play a clip here I was sent.
Okay. Steve has a mole on his face. Okay, I believe him for that time being, but I go check for myself to see if he has a mole on his fucking
My
face, and if it's
volume
not there, I
turned
don't
off.
believe it.
Shoot.
If you're told stuff about Katie Joy, you go to see for yourself. Is she a narcissist piece of shit? Did she falsely accuse him of sexual harassment? Yes. That's what happened. You weren't uncomfortable by anything he said because he didn't say anything. I have the whole damn Twitter download. It didn't happen. Let's keep going. And she also said that this needs to be nipped in the butt right here. That we went real life on this person and contacted her family, reached out to her family members, and went real life. That's a lie.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I gotta stop this. Somebody sent me a clip that Veda thought she was muted and she wasn't. It's some weird sounding shit, peeps. It's some weird sounding shit. Yo, I might play it. I gotta hear it good though. I want to get to this part.
Going to show you the very moment Steve was sent that post from 5 years ago by somebody that witnessed what was going on, who was behind what was going on, knows this person in real life, and so that person contacted us. Well, they contacted Steve and gave him that post. It was sent to me by Steve, and so on and so forth. So no, nobody reached out.
And you think that's reliable information? Because you have no credibility. He has no credibility. So yeah. Wow, Veda, you looking rough, girl. Ooh.
In this going on, they were like, hey, you need to know this about this person that's after y'all. Here's a post from 5 years ago. Boom. We go look at the post, and then we're commenting under the post. I didn't leave a comment. Steve did. Steve was interacting with the people. Well, her daughters show up under the post. Well, we go live. He didn't invite them over there or anything. We go live. He didn't invite them to go live on his channel or interview or none of that shit. They show up in his live chat and he invites them up.
That's not. Shut up. Shut up. You are such a lying travesty. I don't know what else to call you. You are a liar. A liar. It was admitted in the mod call and has been admitted in numerous posts and stuff I posted that you guys went into her real life. Stop your lying, Tata. You're the one that put the phone number in the Discord.
That's not going real life. He didn't contact anybody to figure out
You
anything.
guys can't see
They came
it?
to him. Woo, this is killing me.
You guys can't see
I'm
the
trying
video?
to find where he actually sent me that link to that.
It's not sharing? It says it's sharing. Wait, let me go back. It shouldn't have came out because I didn't change anything. Let me represent. But all right, that should do it.
Facebook thing, and I'm going to find it and I'm going to prove that it was sent to him by somebody that knows her. 1 moment. So this bullshit about y'all went real life on her, blah blah blah. Y'all can't cry when she goes real life, blah blah blah. Never happened. Never happened. There's no proof it ever happened. Just like Kathy B goes live the other day, it was getting called out in the mod call how such Unirock 2 over here is lying saying that everybody demanded her ID and blah 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 blah. Kathy's plea. All the receipts have already been shown for that where they've asked for it. Well, I've never seen one. Can you send it to me, Kathy? Where is it?
No.
I bet you it won't happen.
Oh, yeah, it happened. Oh, wait, I thought you said you didn't know about the mod call and it didn't exist.
That didn't happen either.
Yeah.
So everything we've gone through in the
It
last
did happen.
8 clips is a lie.
Where's your proof? Again, all you're doing is showing words, talking words, like you just accused Katie of doing. Where's your proof? Because unlike you, I showed proof over and over again. So where's your proof? Tube Top travesty. You're looking like a travesty right now.
Let's keep going. And this, my friend, is why I have no friends. Because I can't find anybody that's not a piece of shit, pretty much, or that won't turn on you on a dime. You can't find anybody that's not fraudulent as fuck and like Katie Joy. Like, I swear, it's hard to make good friends. It really is. It just is. Like, it's hard to find that gold piece. You know what I mean? It is a bitch. Let me tell you, it is a bitch. Actually, it'll be in my old Facebook. 1 second. I gotta go to my other account because that was way in the beginning, I think, somewhere. Was it? I'm pretty sure it was. So let's go up and look for that super quick. I'm going to prove to you that this was sent to Steve.
That's not going to prove us nothing because you got it from Steve. You don't know where Steve got it. That actually proves nothing, Veda, because you guys are known for sending emails and making up emails. Yeah. Again, stop emailing me, you and your buddies. I don't care about the Katie Joy clips. You're wasting your energy because I'm not even playing them, you fool. I don't care.
Because I'm so tired of hearing y'all went around
Yeah,
like this for
she
no.
did. She did.
Oh, we fucking did. We didn't want her contacting us. We didn't want to contact anybody that knew her. We just wanted rid of her. We don't give a shit who her family was. The last thing we would contact after meeting this person, the last people we would contact her.
Okay, what are you reading? That's your proof? You're reading something on your phone, that's your proof? Because Steve said this to you. Okay. Yeah, he's got a lot of credibility too. Surmounting amounts. I mean, it's just you can't even climb that slope. It's so much.
And I'm talking about Nat. Y'all know that.
Okay, why?
Just making sure y'all are reminded of that.
You really want her to be your buddy, don't you? You really do. You know, you might not want to keep opening that can of worms because it might not be the friendly side of Nat you get. Just saying. Though it would be nice to watch. I'd have lots of popcorn. And I definitely would watch it. Huh.
What is this? All right. I know that it was a Facebook post. I'm pretty sure it was a Facebook post. I remember clicking on it and looking at it like one time. I don't think it was Twitter. I think it was Facebook.
Okay, why aren't you prepared? You knew what you was going to talk about. Why are you not prepared? Oh, you did know? You got to make up the receipt to make it look like it's something it's not. Yeah, okay. I don't know if she meant part 1 or part 2. It must be part. Well, if it don't come up pretty soon, we'll go to part 1 or the mod call. It's probably in part 1. I'll come back to this, but I want to find the mod call.
Rock, man, that's way old. I must have went up too far. Did I pass it already? What month is this?
Oh dear Lord!
No, I didn't pass it yet. Okay.
Do you have that recording?
When did the Uni Rock thing go down, guys? What month was that? I remember that being like way before this happened. I thought maybe
I want to hear it real good
that this happened after
before I play it.
That's weird.
Yeah, she is a whole damn mess. Okay, it might be in part 1 that she talks about the mod call, but let's go.
No, that's about Erica. Jesus, that's the next thing I need to say. His family member. So that
Robin is healthy, wholesome. You did very much so. Oh my God. So if one of your
to seek revenge
family members would come into my chat, or ex-family members come into my chat, and I entertained them and had them on panel, it would be okay with you, Veda? It would. Oh no, you'd be on here crying like, oh, the victim card would be heavy.
Against me because I wouldn't apologize to him or take his side in a business dispute that he co-owner of a channel that he had that I guest spotted on, but I was never friends with Steve. I was friends with his co-host and co-owner of that channel. And because I didn't take Steve's side and because I shared feelings about what things he had said to me that made me uncomfortable, he then began saying publicly that he would destroy anyone that took the side of his co-creator and co-owner.
And all of that is true. And I'm going to fast forward it, but that was debunked years ago. All of that is true. What is not true, Veda? And where's your receipt?
Dick, and she's uncomfortable with that sexual harassment. Bitch, shut up. So she falsely accused him of sexual harassment, made a huge fucking deal to ruin his reputation.
That also
so he had
was also corrected, and it was inappropriate because Steve even admitted to it. And I'll tell you again, I've already played that video, but I will come back and play it again for the ones in the back. He admitted to being inappropriate.
Right to be angry. Should he still be angry? And after her all these years later? No, I don't think that's good. No, I think that's unhealthy.
Okay, but then why did you decide to white knight and attack her for him, not just for Molly, because that thing died down. You got in. You got in with Steve and Aaron, and you decided to white knight for him. Come on, Beta. You wrote a letter to the court that you should have been trying to save your ass. Instead, you were trying to save his. It was really pathetic.
I do agree with Katie, and he should let it go. We've already
But you
vindicated
won't
him.
let it go.
Me, Aaron, everybody has already vindicated him for that. Everyone knows it didn't
No,
happen.
you didn't.
We know she's made false claims against men in the past. Trying to get her put-
You don't know anything. You did not vindicate Steve when Steve, in his own words, coming out of his own mouth, said he was inappropriate. So you vindicated absolutely nothing. You've actually made the situation worse.
in jail for the R word. That never happened. So boom, boom.
You don't
What did
know.
I-
You don't know. You weren't there. We can say the same about all your claims about all the stuff you've been through. Didn't happen. Just because you say it happened doesn't mean it did. Well, it goes the same for you as it does for her or anybody else you say is lying about things. Can be said about you as well, Veda. Except I think there might be some proof about you lying about things, but you're not going to find the proof because you've never had any about the others lying. Yeah.
They say, things that happened in the past, relevant behavior,
Exactly.
future
Right, well,
behavior.
but you don't listen.
Future behavior, ding, ding. She's a walking flag for that. That quote
Okay.
right there. All right. How do y'all think we're doing so far? Are we debunking, guys?
No,
I don't even
debunking.
know who.
What? What are you debunking with? Where's your proof? You were doing exactly what you were blaming everybody else for doing with words. You've showed nothing. You've debunked absolutely nothing. You never do. But I think it's the other part. I'm going to go to that
KJ
one.
was until she stopped. Popped up on my Facebook feed one day, which is ironically when I was involved in some of the.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to go to the part. Well, because she had to come back and do another 4 hours. I want to show the part with the mom call. Then we'll review all this. I'll come back. Yeah, because she's got a 3 hour. She was, oh my God, she just did this for over 7 hours just about Katie. Girl, get a life. Seek help. That's obsession. Oh, no way. I am not. 7 hours on debunking Katie without showing any proof, any receipts, but she's debunking everything. That girl couldn't get her way out of a wet paper bag. Uh-oh, was that the call? Uh-oh. I don't think it was. Let me see. Well, hopefully they'll call right back. Anyway, I might have to end this, guys, to take this call. I want to go up just to the mod call, and then, like I said, I'll come back after I get the kids, after Nonsense is live, and we'll go over this. But I want to get to the mod call and see what lies she's telling. She said it was 50. Okay. Baby, you don't bait nobody. Shut up. You've never busted anybody. You've never said anybody. Stop it. Oh my God. That's Veda, two top travesty potato head. That wasn't last week, but okay. Hmm. Um, actually, look at your criminal record. Just saying. No, actually, he can't. But okay. Okay, that's not going real life. Going to someone else's attorney is not going real life. How's that possible? How is that not real life? And how'd you know the attorney? Because the attorney represented you? Huh, Beta? You are such a liar. Uh huh. Oh my God. No, you knew. Why would you go to that attorney then? They're trash. And you don't think that's not going to be used in court against them? Just wait. They even went to the attorney's office. Oh, wait. She said 150. Oh, I don't know if she means part one or part two. She said 150. I didn't see the one because I didn't have my glasses. Oh, dear Lord. Katie's not doing anything. You guys are. All right. I didn't have my glasses on. It said 150, not 50. Oh, the video's not sharing. That's okay. I want to play it anyway. Right here. All right. Well, pause it. Uh, Come on, phone. Probably should have had my glasses on. All right. This is where it's supposed to be. So, unless it is in part two at 150.
And number two, you should have evidence of those things. And I'm not talking about spoof fucking emails either.
Mm.
You can try all you want with the spoof emails. It's not going to work. You can try with the fake DMs. I can already prove that you already taught somebody how to fake them and that you fake them.
Okay. You can't prove none of that, Veda. Stop it. You've never proved anything. You don't show any proof. And they're not spoofed emails because it was a legit email address that was created just to send them. You've already been debunked on this many times. So there's that.
You want to know how? I will show you faked your own hacking on Twitter. Remember your old Twitter account? Guess what? I screen recorded the whole thing before you deleted it. Let's go back to that real quick. Has Katie ever faked a hacking attempt? Yes. Now you sent Revan,
Okay.
What's his name? Jesse after me, right? In November because you were upset that I went live and made you look stupid because you were pretending you were thinking everybody was stupid enough to believe you couldn't get a hold of Facebook.
Okay. Jesse don't even like Katie. So yeah, no, that's a hard no. At least from what I gather from what things I've seen him post. But okay.
Get your page back, and you still think that. So I went live and I debunked that. So now your revenge was to send these computer morons after me, and then.
But these computer morons called you out on Twitter, and they busted your little spoofing bullshit and your phishing bullshit. They busted you out on it. I showed that on my channel as well.
And we're stopping there. I did that rant at 3 this morning. All right. So let's prove it. Right? Does Katie fake screenshots? Yes.
Okay.
Does she have email spoof? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And has she ever? You want to know? You want proof of that? Here you go. Right here. Let's go. Let's just show it.
Okay. This is your proof that's already been debunked.
And here's Katie's narrative. Okay. This is what Katie's narrative is, and that's why this is a screen recording. I know her too well. Here's what happens when Katie gets caught. If she's afraid, I'm going through this whole cycle before we get to the clips, and it's already been 2 hours for a reason. Okay. We might do a part 2 if I ever show. Part 2 will probably be the clips. I'll just throw it for a thumbnail and we'll run. All right. So let's think about this, right? If Katie, what did I tell y'all Katie was afraid of? Being exposed.
Okay.
So in her mind, she is adding up all of the things that could possibly be released about her that she's afraid of.
Beta, as hard as Steve and company has gone at her for 5 years, there's nothing y'all haven't released a million times over again. You are so delusional and so full of hate. It's unhealthy. But this isn't. Let me look at her message again. because I want the
She
mod call.
specifically accuses people of crimes. You can look at it by pattern. I can prove it. She accuses you of the crimes that she's afraid of being exposed for. So the AI audio, that must mean that she's afraid of some kind of audio being dropped and released on her. So, and she apparently, because she's accused me and pinned all these crimes on just me, so she must be
Just
thinking
you.
that I'm going to
No.
be the one that releases all of it. So she's going to say that I faked and manufactured audio, gave it to Kathy P to drop because I'm that stupid. And
She faked an audio and gave it to me to drop. Veda, I have not communicated with Without a Crystal Ball before the mod call. Katie did. Katie's not the one that sent me the mod call. I have the mod call in its entirety. It had nothing to do with Katie Joy, where I got it from. Might surprise you where I got it from. No, you're too stupid to be surprised. But not even a nice try. No, Katie didn't have nothing to do with the mod call. The mod call isn't faked. It's you guys talking. You were such a liar. Steve hasn't denied it, never tried to. Nobody else in that call other than Nikki tried to deny it, but I think she did end up owning it. But yeah, you were a part of that whole call. You can say what you want. Proof's in the pudding, dear. I got the proof. You don't.
and I'm going to make it on Steve when I have plenty on Steve. I wouldn't need audio. And that I created it on you. Then you play an audio of yourself talking. It's really you. It's not AI fake audio. It's you on your channel. Hey guys, do y'all hear that? And you're really worried about the audience being convinced that that's not you talking.
No.
Bitch, it's you.
Okay.
So if she can convince the whole world that someone is framing people and creating fake audio, which she just happened to put on me. So when the real audio gets dropped of me framing Swanson to help benefit Tony or anything like that drops, then no one will believe her. So she has a purpose for each thing.
You mean the AI recordings you create, Veda? You trying to drop one for Toddy? Leave it alone, because all you're going to do is create problems for Toddy, and then she's going to come after you.
I'm going to show y'all the whole
because
thing.
Those recordings, they don't exist unless you make them up. Case has been dead. Stop it. Why are you bringing out all this old stuff, trying to re-energize all this old stuff? It's all going to backfire on you, Veda, big time. But you're too stupid to see that. You just really are. You're the one with the AI recordings.
The audio. Let's actually, you know what? I'll show you through the mod call. Let's do the mod call next.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we had to turn in exhibits the other day, and in the exhibits, there's a section. Exhibits means you have to turn in your timeline of evidence that you plan, that you're proof that this person is harassing you. And one of the things was a September 3rd mod call through Google Meet. I've never been on a Google Meet mod call in my life.
You're a liar.
Oh, what's so weird is it's on Aaron's as well. And I said, Aaron, did you attend?
You're a liar. You were on that mod call with Steve. And I'll show you.
Some September 3rd meet. What are they talking about?
Aaron was never mentioned in that mod call. Neither was Renell. It was you and Nikki and Megan and a few others. Aaron was never mentioned in that mod call. Neither was Renell. You put them in it. No one else. Trying to save your ass. But that's you guys. That's not AI created. That's you guys.
That Katie went live last week. And what did she do? She's talking about this mod call she got a copy of Steve's.
Well, I don't know where she got it from.
And she lists off the people that are on the call. She said, oh, Steve, Uni Rock 2's daughter, so-and-so. And when she gets to Nikki, she replaces Nikki's name with my name. Well,
you were on the
call.
call.
Live and reacts to the same audio on the same day.
No, actually, I went live first with the mod call. Yeah, not Katie. I don't know when Katie went live about it. I know when I went live about it. I don't know where Katie got it. I don't care. But I didn't get it from Katie, and I went live first. You can't even get your lies straight.
Hey, Katie's blasting this bullshit about this mod call, this audio mod call. Katie's saying something about having a copy of it. Well, what do you know? Kathy P's over on her channel reacting to it. Like, this is not obvious. And in Kathy P's description, she makes sure to list off the people in the mod call, right? That way that could be screenshotted and turned into court as proof that I was on this call.
You were.
So Kathy P made sure to put data right there. Bitch, y'all are too. I'm smarter than you.
Okay. You were in the call. In fact, just wait. I'll show you. I will show you. Since you want to see it, I will show you. And I will play it when it's clearly your voice and it's clearly Stevie Boy talking to you. Yet again, I will play the evidence for you because unlike you, Veda, I actually have receipts. Okay, we'll play it. We will play it. Real quick, it's only a couple seconds that I need to play because it's her voice. It's Steve talking to her and her talking to everybody on there. But she's all through the call, by the way. But I'm not playing the whole call again. It's on my channel. I will play this clip. Anyway, Beta can't even tell time. Are you freaking kidding me? Wait, I'll back it up. All right, shit with me. It's coming, guys. Because remember
on that, so fuck her. Yeah.
Exactly.
And we know they're real. We know they're real.
Yes,
I know the story. I just don't know who she was talking to.
That's
that part I don't know. And the
Nikki
fact that Katie Joy falsely accused so many people to try to hide the fact that it was her. Come on, who does that? Who does that?
Of course, Katie is the center of this because, again, they're all caters. And everything is connected to Katie. Everything that happens in the YouTube universe is connected to Katie. Y'all know that, right?
She can't.
Y'all know how powerful
can't.
she is and how much she throws her money around.
Girl.
They really clearly
you.
don't really watch her because had they'd no show. That's not the case. Katie, she. But come on. And I don't
She
even
know
watch
they
her.
didn't make it. She didn't care.
No, she doesn't care.
That's Megan. You have no proof either who either participant in those screenshots are. You just said that. But then you said you stated this fact that you do. And they're real. Can't be both ways. You can't not know. And then on the other hand, state it as fact. You really need to quit talking in circles to people. I mean, does your audience eat this up or what?
Even if Katie Joy really did, think,
Katie Joy.
even if she really didn't do it, why would she just be randomly saying like I did it, like me of all people, who clearly? I mean, think about what happens to your reputation if you fake screenshots involving a child. Like I would be even remotely willing to take that risk.
Steve. That's the CP that Aaron thought was satire. You take a worse risk. It happened with Attorney Salsa's children. It was all over Twitter. I've shared it on my channel months ago. Come on. You've done some really bad shit. You know it, dude. So you're the last one to be talking about taking chances. Are you not doing this call? Are you not going real life and reaching out to someone's family? Did you not put this all over the internet? Did you not harass and spam? Okay, let's go. Nasty. People want to know parts of that. Jesus.
Documents to send me, just email Steve Ask Anything at gmail.com. I'll send it to you. 1-6. That'd be easier. Hi, Veda.
Travesty.
Hi.
My keyboard keeps going out. My battery doesn't sit in the keyboard properly.
No problem.
Hey, Veda, if I say to somebody meet me at 4:15, what time am I asking them to meet me?
45. 4:45.
Quarter after.
That's Veda.
Quarter after 4.
4:25.
No.
No.
Okay, I can't. Oh man, why did you fast forward? Get back. Why does my mouse keep doing? There you go. That's Veda. That's Steve. So Veda, you're wrong. As usual, you're wrong. But I will come back and we will go through this. Exactly, Revival. That is her. She was very much a part of that entire mod call. It's okay, Beer Can. I get it. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, she's a part of that entire mod call. How many twists is this taking now? She can't keep up with her stories. No, she can't. Does she really think that anyone believes that? Steve was more than excited about her joining the call. And they were talking about time because they didn't even know how to tell time. Not Megan, not her. When Nikki joined in, there was a couple others on there. Oh, well, they're saying that Katie, Revival, she's saying that Katie created this recording, faked the whole recording, gave it to me. Then I reviewed it after Katie did, but I'm the one that put it out. And I didn't get it from Katie. I've never got anything from Katie. And I did not give Katie the call. I don't know where she got it. Now I don't care. It's not my business. But yeah, there's that. And there's the fact that that's her. That's no AI voice. Because someone sent me a recording. I'm going to listen to it. It's when Beta thought she was muted before I know if I'm going to play it. But yeah, I want to play it if it's worth it, if I can. But we'll come back and go over all this. Nonsense is going to go live. And I also got to get my kids off the bus and get them fed and settled down. But y'all come back and we'll review this 7-hour live here. Well, parts of it. And we'll finish with, well, you want to finish up the lies real quick about the mod call? Because I know she's going to lie. She's lying and saying it wasn't her. Yeah, but as I showed you, I have no reason to lie. And if I was wrong, I would have came out days ago and owned it. I'm not wrong. That's Veda very much in that call. It is what it is. I can't change what it is. And the person I got the mod call from, yeah, okay. I can't say right now, but trust it's. I'm not gonna say trust me because no one should say that, but yeah, it's gonna surprise them where it came from.
Yeah, I received that mod call, and in this mod call, right, she makes sure to say this, so this can be a clip for court. In this mod call, they are conspiring together with her daughter, with her family members, to harass and threaten her.
That's true.
So what grant of evidence?
They had her in the mod call. You know, you were there. Steve isn't denying this mod call. Why are you, Veda? You're making him look like a big asshole. You know that? Don't think he appreciates that, Veda. Because you know what? The rest of them in the mod call didn't deny it, well, other than Nikki. I don't know if she ever corrected it and owned it or not. Probably not. But yeah.
It be to show up with a mod call to claim that me and Aaron were on it and that we were conspiring with your
No, Aaron was never a part of it. I never brought Aaron into it or Renell. I don't believe. I know I never brought Renell into it. I don't think Aaron was part of the call either. But I'll have to replay it to be sure. And now I will. But I have the whole call. There was just some things I didn't play because of the kind of information that was in it that I don't feel should be put out here.
Family to target, harass, and threaten you. I would take that off the exhibit list if I were you. But there's an example.
No,
I'm going to just
why?
show you this. Watch.
According to the people that I've talked to, they are having multiple witnesses come forward, and there has
Okay, Veda, all you're doing is showing us that you know how to make the AI recordings that we've been receiving in emails from you and your little crew. That's all you're doing. Your buddy Steve, who led the mod call, he's not denied it. He can't. He knows it'll make him look like a bigger ass, like you're doing. God, you're so demented.
been significant amounts of evidence to prove that this harassment has been taking place. I have received a copy of a moderator call that happened on September 23rd, 2023, which proves a conspiracy was in place by these creators to harass and intimidate Charlotte McIver.
And that's all true as far as the mod call. I don't know when she received it or who she received it from, but I can tell you the mod call, she's spot on about what it was about, including herself. It was about her as well.
Today, I am seeing and witnessing people within this group attempt to gaslight and deflect the reality of the situation.
The way that she keeps touching her screen, it makes me feel like she's like flicking my nose to like keep me away.
Oh, you know what? She has no clue what's really going on, and she's been lied to by down the whole lady and by you. And why she's believing you guys without vetting it is beyond me, because in the end, she's the one going to look like a fool. Just saying.
All right, conspiracy to threaten and harass. You need rock to. So, you're a dead giveaway, Katie. You don't know when to shut your damn mouth. You get so excited about
that. What did that prove? That was your proof that she made the mod call? What? That's her proof? A 10-second clip from somebody else's channel that clearly doesn't know what's going on in the situation and didn't bother to vet any of it, of course. But yeah, that's your proof? Are you kidding me? I've got the actual real call with your voice on it, with Steve welcoming you in his real voice. You stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
these schemes you plot, you tell on yourself. So you drop audio. I mean, you get a copy of Steve's mod call. So somebody manipulated Steve into believing that they were no longer working with UD Rock 2 over there. And Steve believes it, lets them in on the call. They record the bitch and release it to Kathy P. Kathy P blasts it. Katie goes live and talks about it.
No, that's not how it happened. Not at all. But okay.
You got a copy. And in this mod call, just so happens this person's family members were in there, and Steve was saying a lot of horrible shit. Well, the call was private. It wasn't supposed to be recorded. But anyways, Katie got a copy of this call.
You were in that call, so now you're admitting the call exists. First, you said it was faked. Now you're admitting it exists. You know it exists. You were in that call, Veda. I played the part where you entered the call, and Steve was like, "Hey, Veda, you know how to tell time. You don't even know how to tell time. Stop it."
When she's talking about this call in another clip, I'll show you later. She makes sure to make sure that the 3 people she's targeting right now, me, Aaron, and Steve, were in that call. I've never heard of that call.
No. You never heard that call?
But
you're a liar. You were in that call. I just played it. And I'll have to go check to make sure about Aaron because I don't remember Aaron being a big part of it. I just don't.
A clip in a video of her saying that we were
Actually, no, Aaron wasn't a part of the mod call at all because that's when she came out with that old video from 2020, some recording saying that I was the one, which it didn't sound nothing like me, making some kind of calls to some place called the brewery about Katie. Well, I wasn't even around in 2020, and I didn't even know who Without a Crystal Ball was in 2020. But yeah, so you're lying, Veda. You were totally lying. Aaron was never even mentioned as a part of that call. You put her in there, no one else. Go watch my video. I never said Aaron was in that call. I read off and showed the people in that call.
And that's clipped and taken to court. See, here's my proof that they were in that call. This creator said so. Ooh, look at this creator's description. It says Veda, Aaron, and Steve on it.
Veda, you were in the call. Just played it. And I'll play more when I come back because there's more of you talking in that call.
Proofs were somehow in the call.
You were in the call. Steve was the originator of that call, and he welcomed you in with open arms. Said it loudly for all to hear. And you spoke back to him and continued to joke about the time. But then the call went on and you kept on talking. Yeah, Veda.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Just wow.
Nice try.
No.
All right, let's keep going here.
No, that wasn't even a nice try. That was a concrete hit. Wasn't even a nice attempt at you. Because, just like your buddy, who was never even mentioned as part of that mod call, came out and tried to say I was some stupid-ass recording. Now, our voices didn't sound alike. There was no one greeting me with open arms. And I wasn't sitting there discussing the time and a lot of other things I'm going to play later. Yeah, go figure.
There was something I wanted to... Let me check comments because I'm way behind on those.
Oh...
Isn't she playing? Yes, not to mention Live Life Whimsically. 2 weeks ago, the bitch literally posted saying that she was learning to do AI. Wow.
Okay. That's not an AI call, though. It's the actual mod call. Because, see, I didn't get it from Katie. Yeah. I got it from a very, very reliable, embedded source. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you just reminded me. So I often try to explain that about her hockey. Okay, every time Katie gets hits discovery, she's worried that the court's going to subpoena her Facebook or her Instagram.
All right. I'm gonna come back and finish this later because, like I said, nonsense is going live. But I am gonna come back. Hopefully, there won't be a bunch of people live, and I'll be able to come back and finish this with everybody because there's some other things I want to point out, and I'm sure Betty's going to do something else. I'm pretty sure of it. She's Betty. But I didn't even get to my Turtle Boy stuff, but I will. I'll probably be back probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere around there, providing no one else is live, But yeah, and we'll finish this. But I got to get my kids off the bus, and I got to take this phone call that's coming in. But I thank you guys, mods. Thank you. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate you. And I will be back later today, and we will get into this because it'll give me a chance to get some clips together to show the real truth. Unlike they do, they just talk. Words, words, words. She say nobody proves anything. What the hell did you prove? You showed 10-second clip of somebody else's video that clearly doesn't know what's going on in this situation, is just using it to go at Katie and to get the views and clicks. We're going at Katie. So, yeah, she wasn't credible or factual either because she has no clue to what really was going on. She only knows what down the hole lady went crying to her about. And if she talked to you, I don't even understand that. But whatever. Each to his own. But yeah, Veda, I'm going to really show you to be exactly what you are, a liar. And the mod calls real, baby. Anyway, yeah, guys, everybody, thank you for joining me, and I will see you in a couple hours. Be good on them YouTube streets. Everybody go check out Nonsense. She's getting ready to go live here at 4 o'clock. It's going to be a good one.